Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I don't know if this is real, but thanks for the $10 Sound Horizons. Could you shout out to my friend Nick Gurr? Okay. You got me. He's a huge fan of yours since the Stern days. Nicholas Gurr. Yeah.
I don't have a small penis. I have an 8-inch, very thick. I have an 8-inch, very thick penis, and so if that's what you and certain families have decided upon,
I don't want to talk about this.
I can't help it that a giant ass is swallowing up all the view.
Oh God.
That's not my thing.
This is where I go. This is where I take off. Bye.
Stop it. Get some help.
Star Wars Lego set Death Star. But can he chug a sparkling water and not burp? Oh my gosh. What do I do?
Oh, you guys go support Little Angels, go support Dean, go support Superman. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm sure Melly wants to say goodbye.
Yes, you're a legend. It was great talking with you today.
Melody, pleasure. Thank you. You're way, way, way better looking than Alex.
No, she's not. She can't be better looking than me. Look at me.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
Also, I'm the cutest.
I never said anything about it. What are you doing?
An 8-inch, very thick penis.
This is your opportunity for you. Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your
small penis. I have an
I never said anything about it. What are you doing?
8-inch, very thick penis. don't have a small penis.
Oh my God. Welcome to SimpCast, boys and girls. Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Chrissie Mayr. Wow, boobs are out. Late, not as late and gay today. Welcome, welcome. I can't believe it's March. It's the first Sunday of March. It's March 5th, 2023. I'm still not even really comfortable with 2023 as a year, as a whole. Can we talk about that? We will. There's so much that's been happening this week. There's been so much going on. But before I get into all that, I got some dates. Coming up. Big shout out to anybody who came out to the shows in California last weekend. God, it feels like I was just there. I did a spot at the Comedy Store, Sam Tripoli's show. Shout out to Sam Tripoli. And Comedy Chaos at the Comedy Store. That was a huge audience. I literally took a selfie with Dane Cook. I'm like, hi, Dane. And he was backstage talking about his 24-year-old fiance. He said the best part about having a 24-year-old fiance is that he basically was like, because she's 24 and I've lived a whole life before she was even born. And I guess she doesn't remember, I don't know, a lot of his early beginnings, but that guy's like kind of a legend in his own right. So it was cool to sort of be literally just, walked past him and asked for a selfie. That was the extent of our hanging out. And saw Nikki Glazer. She did a good job. Who else did I see backstage? Joe Bartnick. I saw couple of conspiracy people I haven't seen in a while. Saw a couple Comedy Store people I hadn't seen in like 3 years. The first and only time I was in LA was March of 2020, right as the pandemic was popping off. I headlined a show at the Moroccan Lounge, which is not even a venue that people do comedy at. It's a music venue right by Skid Row, which is not a safe area of California. I didn't know that. It was my first time there. I'm like, ooh, California, anywhere will do. You live, you learn. I remember being on stage making jokes about how I was expecting like a boatload of my Chinese fans to come through, but they all got stuck out at sea because they remember when they wouldn't let the cruise ships dock. Those were good days. And now it's cool to admit that all that stuff was BS. Isn't that funny? Now it's safe to come out of the closet. The old COVID closet. Right, Woody Harrelson? Anyway. That was a weak ass monologue. I don't know if I've talked about that on any stream before. I'm just like, really, Woody? Okay. You guys you're all actors. Okay, you're paid actors. Anything you say has been passed through many hands. It's been confirmed and okayed by many people. You think someone's gonna go on SNL and like really go balls out, say something wild and No. Maybe I'm cynical, but he wouldn't be saying it on SNL unless it were safe to say. But not me at my shows. Oh boy. We had a good time. And then I had a sold out show at the Elks Lodge. That's right. I sold out the Elks Lodge in Pasadena. It was an awesome time. One of my favorite shows ever because of the sort of gritty, dirty nature of it all. Grassroots. Just setting up chairs, throwing up a stage, throwing up a microphone, boom. It was a really awesome time. Hey, as long as there's a bar and a stage and a microphone, I am so not picky about where I perform. And then we had 3 shows in San Diego at the Mic Drop Comedy Club with Lila Hart. And Lila Hart opened for me at the Elks Lodge as well. Mic Drop is a legitimate club. So it's good to get a mix of both. And we were in the gold room and Bobcat Goldthwait was in the other room. And it was so funny. And I'm so pissed that I missed it because Lila Hart actually mistook Bobcat Goldthwait for a SimpCast fan. She remember we got back to the hotel. As we were going in, he was coming out at the ground floor. We were going in at the ground floor to go up to our room. Maybe he was like on his way out or something. And I was like, hey, oh my God, what's up? Like I didn't say his name. I just said, hey. I was like, hey, what's up? Oh, by the way, I'm having what the fuck his name? Perry Caravello. I'm having Perry Caravello. He's actually going to be on next Sunday SimpCast. And I was telling Bobcat, I didn't say his name, right? Because I'm just saying it sounds weird to be like, hey, Bobcat. But he's worked with Perry Caravello in the past. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm having him on my show. All right, good to see you. Bye. We get in the elevator, the door's shut. And Lila's like, why were you talking to that fan? I was like, Lila, that's Bobcat Goldthwait. He's like a legendary comedian. Like, I get he's 60 years old, but he has a reputation. Like he's a household name. She's like, oh shit, I thought he was just a SimpCast fan. I'm like, all right, yeah, he is a 60-year-old dude. And he was kind of, I guess, lingering in our room after the show because our show times were staggered. And I guess his show let out, quite a bit before ours. She was like, I was trying to sell him merch. He said he had plenty of shirts. And then I said, oh, you can wear it to bed. I'm trying to do my Lila voice. You can wear it to bed. I love Lila. She's so much fun. She is a ball of sunshine. Legitimately hilarious, by the way. I'd only seen her do stand-up like a few times before. She'd opened on some other shows. But I'd only seen her just, I knew some of her jokes, but I was like genuinely belly laughing at her material. And it was fun to make the mother-daughter jokes. I said that, I don't know if I want to give it away, but I was like, she would be great at catching pedos because she's small in stature. Anyway, you had to be there. I'm sure I'll say that again on stage somewhere, but hopefully you'll forget by then. More shows coming up. Woo! I'll be at the Stress Factory just in a couple of weeks. Tickets just went on sale for this show at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Thursday, March 23rd. I better arrange my openers and my hosts. But this is a great club out in Connecticut, out by where I went to college. I went to college at Fairfield U. Very white neighborhood, very white area of Connecticut. But Bridgeport's a little bit more like blue collar, where the people go. So I got this show in Bridgeport, in a couple weeks, really. And then I'm headlining in New York City at the Grizzly Pear in Midtown. Now, there's 2 Grizzly Pear locations in New York City. There's there's the OG location on McDougal Street. That's the one that's near the Comedy Cellar. And it's because the Grizzly Pear gets so much runoff from the Comedy Cellar, from, I think there's a Broadway Comedy Club location down there. That's how they were able to grow and thrive and open up this second location right in Midtown on West 54th Street. I think it opened up maybe in the fall. Like it's just a few months old, but it's got a really kind of like it's got like a speakeasy feel to it. 2 rooms. In the front room, it's like this nice bar, great hang, good drinks, good aesthetic, like up to date, nice new. And then in the back is like this nice old school red curtain, lower ceiling comedy club room. So I like it. I'm doing 2 shows there. Saturday, March 25th, one at 8, one at 10. I gotta book my support on this show too. Then I'll be heading to the Exotic Staten Island. I'm headlining the Reef in Staten Island on Friday, April 7th. That's at the Reef at Paradise Island. That'll be fun. I think you can only buy tickets at the door, because I think the person who's producing this show might be a boomer and is unfamiliar with online ticketing. But that's fine. I love boomers. Then I'm in Jersey Saturday, April 8th at Morris Plains at the Tiff's Ale House, also known as the Dojo of Comedy. That's Saturday, April 8th at 9:00. Then, woo, Vegas, baby. So excited to be in Vegas at the end of April. If you are planning on going to the Friday Night Tights meetup on Wednesday, April 26th, if you're going, oh, what's up, Muffin? If you're going out for that weekend and you have there's no F&T plans for that Thursday. That's why I thought this would be perfect. Do a comedy show that Thursday. We got the meetup on Wednesday, the comedy show on Thursday. We're going to do Friday Night Tights, I think live from somewhere out in Vegas. So why not? Why not go a couple days? Get your tickets now. Tickets are already moving for this show. It's very exciting to see people already buying tickets for this show at the space. And if this 7:00 show sells out or sells pretty well, they will do a second late show. And man, I like the late shows. That's where we get weird. The late shows is always where something wild happens. Then I'll be in Dallas for Cinco de Mayo weekend. Friday, May 5th, Saturday, May 6th. Doing 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday at Hyenas in Dallas. Lila Hart will be opening for me as well. She'll be in Vegas. She'll be at these Dallas shows. And much like our very long intro, shout out to Frank made some of these clips, and then he was telling me a couple other folks from Legion of Memers were making some of the other clips, and like I already forgot their names, but shout out to anybody who helped making the clips for the intro. I was laughing my bells off backstage. So I'll be in Dallas the week leading up to these Hyenas shows. So I'm going to be on Primetime Alex Stein 99 on the Blaze for a few days that week leading up to it. And me and Alex are talking about maybe we'll tape something in advance. We'll record. Like, so if you guys got fun ideas for sketches or something we can do those, couple of days when I'm out there, we're going to have some time and we want to shoot some stuff. So the gears are going to be turning on funny stuff. I'll try not to curse right away. Funny stuff that we can shoot out in Dallas. I think Alex gonna do some spots on these shows as well. May 5th and 6th, baby. Then I'm heading to Richmond, Virginia. Wednesday, August 9th, the Sandman Comedy Club. I have never performed in Richmond. I don't think I've performed in Virginia. This is a new state for me. So come on out, Virginians. I don't know. Is Virginia a red state, a blue state? I don't even know. Then we got Anime Matsuri in August. SimpCast will be at Anime Matsuri. The conference convention is August 10th through the 13th. We will have a panel and a booth out there. Not exactly sure who's coming out yet, but that'll be great. And then I'm headlining that same weekend in Houston at the Secret Group, Friday, August 11th. So if you're planning on being an Anime Matsuri, this show happens basically right at the end of the regularly scheduled convention. So the convention will end on Friday. Come to my comedy show right after, and it ends early enough you can still go out and drink, get weird, get wild, do whatever you got to do. It's like a fun little unofficial after party. It's going to be great, guys. And as always, of course, I'm down to perform anywhere. So feel free to constantly tag on Twitter me, whatever venue nearby that you like. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a comedy club. Again, I just did an Elks Lodge. So even if it's like, oh yeah, we have a Knights of the Columbus, like anywhere that's got rows of chairs, guess what? I'm down to perform there. So we can make it happen. Sometimes these shows are better than the fancy, nice comedy clubs. You know what I mean? With special guest Final Tap. Oh my goodness. There's been so much internet happening. It's crazy. It's so crazy. You know what I understand is like, I got a Google alert. I really want to find this Google alert because sometimes I check them. Sometimes I completely ignore them. Got this Google alert for this MMA website. And I was like, what am I doing on an MMA website? And they actually picked up, oftentimes, like I'll get picked up on my Google alerts for like a tweet, and a tweet gets pulled out and it goes into an article or something. And that was the case with this. I did a tweet like months ago about Dana White slapping his wife. Remember when Dana White slapped his wife? And it was like just ahead of his promotion. This is it. I have to. Oh, I'm so happy I found this. I got to pull this up. This made me laugh so hard. I always enjoy when I'm on something random. Okay. This is Media Referee. This is like a UFC website. So I was like, what am I doing on this being mentioned on this UFC website? The UFC generates record revenue in 2022, according to reports. And I'm like, okay, cool. Talking about UFC. Okay. I'm like, all right. When did they mention me? When did they mention me? There was somewhere on here. They're like, Chrissie Mayr talks about. Of course, now I can't find it. Isn't that great? Oh, maybe there's a search option on this. Basically, I just thought it was funny because they were like, Chrissie Mayr. Apparently, they put it in quotes. I like when they put comedian or funny in quotes. So, like, Chrissie Mayr, a comedian, found it funny that Dana White slapped his wife weeks ahead of promoting his new slap show. And I was like, I'm not crazy for noticing the timing of this. I'm sure other people noticed it too. What better way to promote your professional slapping show by what other way than getting in a slap fight with your wife? I think the was the show not called Slap? Of course, now I can't find it. Well, F me. Yeah, he just like, I don't think she did hit. I don't think she did have. You can search. I'm acting like it's my first day on the internet. You do Control S, right? That's for search. Am I retarded? I am retarded. No, that's save. Okay, I've had a week. I've really. Okay, I know that it's in the UFC category. Wow, I could never be okay with dating a guy that was in the UFC. I don't know if you could. I know there's mostly guys watching this, but if I'm dating somebody, it's because I like the look of their face. And when you do MMA, you're not guaranteed to come home with the same face that you went out with. You know, you're gonna have like an ear over here, a nose over there. Okay, my article's not here. It said comedian Chrissie Mayr like says it's funny. It's something like, oh, it's funny. Power slap. Could it be this? Okay. I know you guys did not come here to just watch me search the internet. SimpCast is now Chrissie searches the internet. Oh, I'll find it. I will find it, guys. All right. Well, I guess you'll just take my word for it. I'll keep searching. I just don't like fighting. I don't like fighting, guys. Cauliflower ear is gross. Yeah, I know that's like a sign of toughness. Like, ooh, look, my ear looks like a flattened whoopee cushion, or it looks like mashed potatoes. Like, look how tough I am. And it's like, I don't know. Yes, what's up, Texas Ranger? Shout out to Texas Ranger. Thanks for the super chat. Oh my God, I can't wait for Texas. Texas is going to be baller. It's going to be fun. And a lot of my friends are asking, like, Chrissie, are you going to do a bachelorette party? And if I do anything, it will probably be in Dallas or in Texas at some point. But again, like, I don't really need. Do I need to really go out with penis straws and drink till I pass out? I can do that anytime. I feel like my life is kind of like a bachelorette party. I don't know if it's an age thing. I just was like, I don't know if, you know what I mean? Like going out or having a friend go and purchase penis-shaped favors. Is that really like the image I want to give to the world? Like, look, there's Chrissie Mayr drinking out of a penis straw with a penis sash and a penis hat. Oh, well, that must mean one thing. Homegirl's getting married. You know what it is? Like, I kind of wish there was like typically dudes for their bachelor party. They either do like the stripper thing, which is fine if that's your thing. But then some guys are like, no, let's just do like cigars and a steakhouse. And I wish there was kind of like a female equivalent of that. Maybe I could go shooting. That's a good idea. When the girls get here, I'm going to see what they think of that. I kind of like, I want to do something, but I don't know. I also don't feel like I need to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Keanu? I'm not desperate to have like a typically slutty bachelorette party, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think, well, like coolly slutty. The sluttier the better, but not, we don't need like penis straws or like, you know, like penis shit hanging
See?
out. Nothing
I like that you mentioned the penis accoutrement because that is what I think of and welcome to the show, Keanu Thompson, comedian,
Chrissy.
OnlyFans top 1%er, good friend of mine, Compound Media regular, stand-up comedy icon. Oh, by the way, Keanu,
yes,
if you're not doing anything, I would love for you to open for me in Bridgeport, Connecticut on Thursday, March 23rd. I guess I could have just DM'd you, but
I am down. Call it a day.
Okay. I was gonna say like
March
no
23rd.
Let me know later. Okay, cool.
Oh, I would love to do that. I love opening for you.
Yay!
Oh my god, we have so much fun.
We had the best time. And this is that's the other stress factory that we're gonna go into on the 23rd. Because the other
I'm down. Oh my god,
in Jersey. So
I just looked and I am not busy. March 23rd. Good. You let me know. But
okay,
I am down.
I love your pink microphone. Is that new?
Thank you. Yes, I just got this because I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start my own thing. I was meaning to talk to you and Frank about this.
Yeah, start your own thing.
Just not exactly sure.
What
I'll do some stuff with Alan with the weekend sex or whatever, but like I need like my own thing or something. So
yeah,
I got this
always
pink microphone.
It's so cute. I love it.
Oh
I'm so inspired. Yeah, like Gene. Were you inspired by Gino's new microphone and he got new headphones? He's all set.
Yes,
now.
he did. Thank God. Oh my goodness. And
I actually found I was looking for a koozie for tonight and I found this one which I don't know where I got it from. I think I randomly got it in New Orleans or somewhere. And now it actually applies to me. It says bride or die.
Bride or die.
And it's in the shape of a cow. How stupid is this? How obnoxious.
I love a stupid obnoxious koozie. Are you crazy? That's amazing.
I don't know where it's from, but it doesn't smell like ass or anything.
Bride or die. So what are we thinking for your bachelorette party? You're gonna like do like nothing.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know like what your how everybody's like relationship is with their family, but I had just kind of a weird. I talked to my sister today. We used to be very close, and ever since she met her husband, we become like incredibly distant. And
that's not a very nice thing.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, what's the common denominator here? It's fine. People change, people grow apart. Like we're no longer growing up, sharing a room. Like, of course, that makes people very close. But ever since she met this guy, we have become not close. There have been a lot of secrets, a lot of untruths, a lot of holding back of information. And at the engagement party, because I was like, of course, I'm gonna make her my maid of honor. She's my only sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Of course, like that would be silly to not. And then at the engagement party, she was just like, "Can I be a figurehead?" I was like, "Okay, that doesn't sound good." But I was like,
"What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah, she doesn't want to like. Actually, to me, that sounds like I don't be responsible for anything. I get it. You probably just want to like be in pictures, but it's okay. And then like
no,
when you go
Chrissy,
through this
it's
process,
not
you
okay.
realize you don't necessarily need like people to do everything for you. Like, me and Frank were pretty self-sufficient. We can get a lot of these things, but it definitely kind of hurt my feelings to hear that. And but like,
it should more than kind of hurt your feelings. You asked her to be your maid of honor. And then she said, "Do you mind if I just like have the title, but I don't have to do anything for you?
Can I be like listed in the credits in the end scene, but I don't actually want to
like there's a program, I just want to be listed in the program."
It's okay. I'm not trying to I know this.
It's not okay.
Maddie and like meow, like no one came here to listen to like dumb wedding chat.
Maybe they did though.
But it's funny, like how family members, it's like they feel like it's just going through the motions. It's like, I know you can't do anything. You live very far away. It's all good, girl. Like, don't sweat.
Where does your sister live?
She lives in Vegas.
Okay.
So,
well,
like, what am I gonna tell? Like, to me, since I'm doing all these dates, I'm traveling all around. Like, I'd rather see my friends like when I'm in their areas. I
Yeah.
see no need to have everybody come out to do like a New Orleans bachelorette party or a Vegas bachelor party because to me that
you
seems
don't have to do anything
like
big.
excessive to make people come out twice. That seems like a lot.
And there's so many TikToks about this too, actually. It's like, this is how much I spent on all of my friends' bachelorette parties. I'd spend this much and this much and this much. Like, if I were going to do something like such a
I'm
thing.
not trying to make anybody go broke here.
I would, for you, I'd travel. But again, nobody ever lets me be in their bachelorette party or even invited to their wedding. I'm not saying even... I would never even assume that I was even invited to your wedding. That's what's so funny. I was like, it's the first wedding I've been invited to because I guess I have all of my college friends. I like granted.
Hello, Anna's here. Oh my
Hi,
god.
Hello, love.
I had to shower.
I'm loving the straight hair, and I'm
gorgeous.
very much missing Anna's house. We were there last Sunday for SimpCast, and like it's crazy looking this, but I was back there with Lila, and that is a huge area. It's very spacious back there. But you can't really tell on when you're looking at it online. I don't know if Keanu and Anna, you know each other.
Yeah, we've met a couple times.
Okay.
But
your hair looks great. You just washed it and blew it out, right? Yes.
Yeah, it's still
oh my god, and you're doing the side bangs too. I love it.
Yeah.
She noticed your bangs.
I did I just grabbed a chunk and I just cut it straight across.
I cut mine. Mine are horrible though. Yours look so much better.
So I have that blow dryer that it's like a round brush, but it blow dries, and so it blow dries my bangs perfectly. You should get one if you don't have it.
Is it that black comb blowy thing?
Black. It's like a comb, but it blow dries. So it did my hair, or else I would look like a lion. But wait, I was listening in the back room. Your maid of honor is like not gonna do anything.
She's like not into it.
She's
your
far
sister?
away. Yes, but I also am like taking like I'm very much. She's off the hook because I'm like I'm not 19. Like I don't need somebody to like. You know what I mean? Like throw a party for me. And it's also like I'm traveling around so much kind of this year anyway. I'll see my friends. Maybe I'll have like a mini thing in Dallas. I'll do something for the East Coast girls. I don't know. I also
do you have like
I'm not trying to make people go broke either. Like I don't like foisting that kind of obligation on people.
Do you have like a whole like 12 I'm Italian, so every wedding I've ever been to for a family member, like a distant cousin, they have like 13 members in each bridal party, and then they all go out and act like they like each other, and it's like it's just weird family weirdness.
One time was part of a 10-person. I was one of 10 bridesmaids once.
Are you doing that?
I did not feel special. No, I think like 10 is just like, all right, this is just like I'm not even in the emergency contact list at that point. Like I'm.
I know.
Or
you don't want to be the one that like my fiance has one more friend than I do. So I had to pick somebody. Like,
oh no, that's the worst.
It'll be okay. I just it's just interesting. Like I think me and my sister are going through like an interesting time. You know what it is? Like you're raised a certain way. You're used to like talking to people in your family a certain way, and then they also are used to seeing you a certain way. I'm convinced that like everybody in my family still sees me as being 14 years old. So like they're never going to take me seriously. They're never going to take my work seriously. They never believed I could fully, make a living off of just comedy. And now that I'm doing that, I think that nobody really wants to like acknowledge it. That's not like it's like, oh, everybody acknowledge me, but it's like I think sometimes your family sees you, and I'm the youngest, like they're always going to see you as that kid and kind of not take you seriously. Right, Ariadna?
Hello, love bug.
Long time no see, my friend.
Your volume is low. Let me see if I can turn up your volume.
Turn it up. That sounds better.
I like the orange girls on top. Oh my God, Ari, you look so pretty.
I just got my new YouTube setup, so I'm excited.
Everyone did their hair but me.
Different. I did not. This is unwashed. This is pigtails. This is pigtails and cleavage. That's what I do when all else fails and I have no time.
I have to go.
If I did it, it would have been curled. This is just blow dried, so that way it doesn't get bigger.
What's new, Ari? You have a new boo. Are we talking about your new boo?
I feel like I talked about him enough on another stream the other day, but yeah, he's in the other room watching church on live stream.
He's
So
watching
wholesome.
church.
Well,
That
hell
almost
yeah.
sounds unbelievable.
We honestly, like, we went to church on our 4th date, and like immediately my dad.
Is that what sex is called now?
My
Take
dad,
me to church.
I think that happened. Anyway, I'm not gonna say. But anyway, no, but I think that like made my dad immediately like him more than me.
My God. That's
more than
incredibly
my dad
wholesome.
likes me. I'm just kidding.
Imagine he's like, yeah, Ari, I'll just be in the other room watching church, and then he's fucking jerking off, you know. Oh yeah, I really love church.
Oh, God.
We're having fun. Good to see you, Ari. It's been
see you
too
too.
long. I haven't seen you since, gosh, Orlando, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And
I haven't
Anna
seen you
is
since our pool date.
Oh,
I know. I miss us. Oh my God.
oh.
I know that was the first time
busy
in a
packing
while I
up
kind
her
of like
calendars.
I let loose and had fun with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I bring that out in people. I know.
I'm noticing that like planning a wedding is a lot like planning a content house, except you have to invite a lot of people you don't really like.
I just think you're gonna get so much money and so many presents.
I don't even think about or care about that. Like I just want to break even. Like I honestly just like want it to be fun for everybody and get some good pictures or whatever.
I feel like, you know, because how long have you guys been together?
Since 2014. Since November 2014.
I was thinking about it the other day when I was talking about my future wedding, which I'm not engaged or anything yet, but I was saying like if it happens,
you're thinking about it.
but if it happens sooner than later, like I feel like he's not going to know half the people at the wedding. You know, I think I've met a lot of.
That's better. Fine.
But it'll be so funny if like at our wedding it'll be the first time he met like half my friends. We don't have time to like meet every single person that I know. I know a lot of people.
No, you're a globetrotter, Ari. You're all over the place. You're like you're a doer. You're a girl boss. I hate that word, girl boss.
Yeah.
See, Ghost Crusaders, I've thought of this. Live stream the wedding, get those super chats. That to me seems very schlocky.
Absolutely do that.
You can be like,
I can call the grifter enough.
It's a content wedding. 100%. You have to.
It doesn't sit right with me. And there's also
maybe
like
not the wedding, but maybe
don't tell anybody to like. You don't have to like get money for it, but just live stream your wedding. That's like y'all's thing. It'll be so funny.
If anything, and this is such a big if, it would be a little segment of the reception. Like, but again, I don't know. Could some things be private in my life or no? No. I'm just, you know, I'm here. Everyone has to see everything I do ever.
I say live stream the wedding. I think it'd be so hilarious.
That reminds me of
videographer. If it ends up being like really hilarious, but that's the thing too. If it's live streamed, people can figure out probably, you know what I mean? You know how people go, oh, there's a picture of you, and then nerds on the internet like figure out exactly where it is. You know what I mean? Like if I'm live streaming it, then people go, oh, they're here. and then
yeah, you're
then,
right. And
then you might get crashers.
You don't want wedding crashers.
That reminds me of when Jake Paul and Tana Mojo got fake married in Vegas and they live streamed it. It was really tacky, I think.
Oh my gosh.
But there's
I don't have the best advice about this. Like
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans and just live stream the honeymoon. Good idea.
That is a good idea. Why not?
Frank, do you want to be the stunt dick? He's already a stunt dick. Wait, what were you saying, Keanu?
No, that's a fantastic idea. Your honeymoon is your OnlyFans debut.
Oh my god.
Why not?
I don't know how people. It's a lot. It's really a lot to. It's a lot to schedule. I'd rather do something like later on. EF, thanks for the super chat. Part 2. It goes north to south. You can drive through it from New York to Florida. I'm not sure what this is in reference to, but thank you. This was a funny comment from before. I highlighted this when you were talking, Keanu. This is from Luke Vino. When you don't get invited to your friend's wedding, it's because they think you will never be married. I don't know if there's truth to that.
No, it's because I had a lot of dude friends and I fucked them all. So they're new, like the chicks wouldn't, even though they were my best friends and it meant nothing. It was in college. All right, listen, this happened like 3 times. And I don't know why they even had to tell them that I boned them, but then I wouldn't be invited to the wedding and I'd be the only one, even though they were just my good buddies. Like, I can count 3 times that's happened. But
I'm shocked you haven't been invited to more weddings, Keanu, because you're fun. You're like and I mean this not in a slutty way, like you're like a party favor. You're fun. You're funny. You look good in a cocktail dress.
I know. I just feel like we get the party going. No, it's just because they're like wives when they're like, well, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, is it because you're like thin and cute and people are afraid that you'll intimidate a wife?
3 times in college, 3 of my best buddies, and they're all dudes, eventually got married. But because I had one drunken night and I allowed them to bone me in college, then I'm not invited to the wedding, and I'm the only one left out. I'm like, it meant nothing. I don't even remember it.
Part of their path, like you were, let's say you were their rock bottom. Let's say they hooked up with you, and they're like, you know what, I gotta get my life together.
Exactly. But they were really good friends of mine too, and I'm like, I really can't come to your wedding now. Like, well, I'm like,
unacceptable. Fuck them.
I don't know.
It was probably boring anyway.
That my boyfriend or fiance banged come to my wedding either.
I know, but
it's not good juju.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Close to Chris's past, and
we were friends more. These are like people that are like some of my best friends, like dudes that are like really, really good friends with me, and I'm like, I really can't come to your wedding.
BYB, we love you, Canoe and Chrissy. Thanks, BYB.
Canoe.
Russell Hall, if you don't want to stream the wedding, at least give us some honeymoon content. You horn dog.
Russell, I saw your profile picture. Go fuck yourself.
What did he do? What did he do this
time? It's from my shirt from yesterday. I had a little boob window, and he said it looked like a chest vagina.
Oh my god.
That's what's up. Oh my god, own it. That's awesome. The chest vagina.
Keanu's gonna start her own podcast.
I have to start my own. Alan and I are trying to bring back Weekend Sex, but I'm gonna start my own. I think I'm just gonna call it.
You gotta do your own
Cast.
because guess what? Guess who you can always rely on? Yourself. And
this is true.
You can always collab with other people, but always have something just for yourself.
This is true. I know.
Yeah.
So we have the ideas turning. We're gonna do something like that. We'll call it. Oh, look, a fan sent me this. We'll call it the Bonely fans.
Hold the phone. That is a thermos that says Bonely fans because people make fun of Keanu because she's thin and has an OnlyFans.
I know, and it's funny because I'm really not that thin.
It has a bone.
So rude. Yeah.
You're thin for American standards because everybody else is obese. And then you know what it is, Keanu? You're like 70s thin. You're like 70s normal body, but like 2020 standards, we're like, oh my god, have a sandwich, but you're normal.
I know, like, I also go like, I'm like, I want to be like, that's what I was saying. I want to have like boobs and like be voluptuous and like cool, like all of y'all. I have 32 A's. I only eat Skittles, and it's just a pathetic mess. Like,
I read an article somewhere that drinking beer is good for growing your tits. I swear to God, I found this. I read it somewhere.
Growing a gut too.
That's true. That's true.
You guys, I just discovered
it.
Chat GTP, and it's so funny because I've been like writing little scripts, but I just asked it. I said, write it. Should you invite someone to your wedding who you have slept with in the past? And it said, it's important to remember that your wedding day should represent the partnership you've built with your significant other. We understand that when it comes to seating arrangements, there may be dynamics that complicate whom you invite. If you have slept with someone in the past and are considering inviting them to your wedding, think carefully about how your partner will feel and if their presence is truly necessary. Ultimately, it's your wedding, it's your decision. So I guess
truly necessary.
Let me say this though. I totally and completely understand this, but let's all be honest. I'm not the most normal chick that ever existed. Okay, there are at least 3 friends of mine that are still to this day my best dude friends. Okay, that I couldn't go to their weddings because one time we got drunk or diddle each other or whatever. I'm like, I would have been like best man in their weddings. Like, that's how close we are. And it means nothing to me. So I understand where the girl's coming from. I didn't complain. I didn't like go like, Mo, how dare you not allow me? But it's just...
But
it takes a certain kind of person, I suppose. Yeah.
Venti, did you get tear tattoos? Did you take someone out?
No, I have magical girl stickers on my face.
Ooh,
that's what.
Hell yeah!
Oh, I missed you, Venti. How are you? What's new?
I'm okay. I ate food. Okay. And that's pretty much it.
Dude, I'm so annoyed. Like, what's going on as far as you can talk about, I guess, like with the Twitter stuff. I still can't believe this is, 6 weeks and you still don't have your Twitter account?
Brittany, I want to apologize because when I heard everything I didn't really hear anything. I just saw people piling onto her like in the very, very beginning. I thought you guys got like booted for like 12 hours or something like that and you were back. And then when I saw, I was like, that's insane. And Elon's no longer my bestie, if that's the case. So have you spoken to anybody over there? I know that one lady tweeted that there was a official way to go on there and say that you were unfairly taken off and people can go on there, but
this has been going on for a while and I've always been sort of confused by it.
January 20th.
So.
Yeah,
What?
I filed several appeals, even through the new way of filing it, and it's just in purgatory. It says we're reviewing it. You can cancel. That's pretty much it.
What's the main lady's name? Ella or something like that, or Emma?
Yeah, Ella Irwin.
Ella Irwin.
I tweeted at her, like, "Hey, are you gonna let Brittany back?" And she like untagged herself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
that's the equivalent. Twitter equivalent of going la 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 la. I'm not listening. What a twat.
Yeah.
What can we do? Is there anything us people can do? Is there anything you can do to escalate or would like us to do?
Brittany needs like an article in some mainstream. It's annoying that mainstream press.
But
has
didn't she
leverage
didn't
they
the
have?
Post Millennial pick it up?
Yeah.
It needs to be in like, I don't know, liberal media somehow, but they don't like. It's just tough.
Venti, dye your hair blue just until you get your account back, and then go back to normal.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do. What other option there is other than legal in terms of like just getting the appeal. It's annoying, obviously, because I can't, for example, reach out to guests that easily if I want people on my show and things like that. So it's really, really annoying being down this long.
Do you know what one specific thing it was, and all of a sudden it was gone, or just here?
It was the screenshot of her freaking music video that she then, after the fact, took down and claimed was non-consensual, but it was fully public at the time.
And YouTube did the same thing. They like took down a live stream. They took down some of Chrissie's content. Anna, did they ever end up taking down your content due to the privacy notice, or did they side with you? Because they sided against me.
I don't even know. Let me go check.
Did we ever get
opening her gift?
Eliza Blue videos put back? No, and mine never came back.
So that's an exploit.
Well, you know what the problem is too, is that there's no creator partner, like even at YouTube. I mean, Chrissy and I talked to somebody finally, and it is nice to talk to an actual person that works at the platform, even though at many of the platforms, it used to be like a very elite club and you had to know somebody, or I had to manage somebody cool in order for them to talk to me. But at Twitter right now, it seems as though they don't have any, and they're not planning on hiring any. I talked to somebody that worked at Twitter, and I thought he was going to stay there after everybody had left, and he said he ended up leaving as well. And he was like a headhunter for Twitter, and he said they're only hiring developers. And so I don't know.
And Eliza Blue, because they offered her a job, according to her. She probably was lying. I don't know.
Did they really? Yeah,
that's what she
claims.
claims.
She says.
Yeah, that she said no.
Maybe
to her.
Elon just offered her a job.
Because that's what you do. You just say no to a job that'll pay you like $150,000 to $200,000, and you basically have to attend a couple meetings a week and sit in your comfy, cushy office chair. Oh yeah, she totally got offered that and rejected it, so she could just be starving for crumbs and begging for money. That totally makes sense.
But I thought that last time, well, I guess that was with YouTube. I felt like at certain points in time when people got banned off platforms, when the community reached, I mean, at some point people were hashtagging free Brittany Venti, right? For a while.
I say that all the time, right?
He offered her a position on his staff. Good one.
I know.
Yeah. That deserves a musical interlude. I want to trigger Brittany.
Your YouTube grown at all, Brittany?
What?
Has your YouTube grown at all since the Twitter thing happened, or?
Yeah, it grew in subscribers. It did, and so did my Twitter, even though I haven't been able to use it.
Oh, really? So I can still search you and you show up?
I mean,
Venti's followers are ticking up. Yeah.
Yes, you can, because it's a lock and not a suspension. But I've always been shadow banned, and not just like, oh, I'm shadow banned. No, like actually, you have to be logged in to see my account. It has like a whole thing saying this content might be sensitive, and it's been a problem for like over a year. So,
wow,
just turbo censored in the worst way possible. At least if I were just banned, it'd be like easier to talk about it and appeal it, because now people are like, no, but your Twitter's up, and I'm like, no, I can't. I'm locked out. Like, it's so much easier if you're just banned to be like, see, I'm being censored, than it is like if you're shadow banned, because then everyone just says they're shadow banned and then nobody believes you. It's like getting Eliza Blued all over again.
They gave you no explanation on Twitter for why you're.
No, they said it was for those tweets that had the screenshots of her from the public music video, and it was for the reason of let me see if I'm locked in Twitter.
Right, but I guess it's people have been reporting you or whatever.
A non-consensual media or something like that.
It's ridiculous. But then you
literally
probably
the same
like,
category as revenge porn.
Yeah, basically. But this is what shows up for me when I try to log in. It might be blown out, so I don't know if you can see it. But these are the two tweets, and it's basically for
just
those
like all
screenshots.
white.
Non-consensual was the reason. Non-consensual images.
She's so arrogant to think like, oh yeah, everyone should have messaged me first before posting this thing that's fully had been on the internet for 6 years.
Queen Eliza, May I please, with your blessing, post these scrumptious ass photos of you? But only if you allow
That would have
me
been a
to.
really nice message. She probably would have just been like, cool.
The message you sent was pretty nice.
But that's the thing is, all she needed to do was message Venti and be like, "Hey, actually, like, I did do a music video. It's part of my past. It's not something I'm proud of. You know what I mean? I feel like you would have been amenable to that, Venti. I think you could have.
Yeah, because that's the approach I came at it from. I wasn't being very accusatory. I wasn't being malicious or anything. So
Well, I mean, I don't know. Speaking from a person with an OnlyFans, like with Kevin Brennan posting naked photos of me.
That's obviously malicious.
Listen,
That's something
I was
behind
only
that. Clearly, that is behind a paywall. This was free and fully
I did
available.
not report him, though. I would never report him.
Yeah, but there's
you sign
timestamp
yourself up
proof.
for that in OnlyFans. You put your stuff out there. People are gonna buy it, and then people are gonna revenge porn you. I would expect maybe Kevin Brennan not to do that, but I didn't report him, and then he got banned on Twitter. I didn't do it. I went, that sucks, because I kind of thought he was my friend, but
We should ask
my parents
ChatGPT.
like me. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
We should ask what ChatGPT thinks of Eliza Blue. And I don't even know how to get onto ChatGPT. Like, I don't know if that's
I just
stupid.
No, you just have to Google it and then
The Eliza Blue thing. So, where is this coming from? She's.
Oh my
you gotta
God, Keanu,
explain
you're
this to
so
me.
behind. This was like
I really
six
am. Give me
weeks
the
ago.
highlights.
Basically, someone had messaged me showing me that her timelines weren't adding up in regard to her being a sex trafficking advocate. And they were like, she's lying about it. Here are the receipts. Here are timelines of what she was actually doing this
Right,
time.
so you were just trying to, yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to clarify
awareness.
information.
Okay, so I got it. Yeah.
And it's not even like, oh, well, like, you know what, Brittany, you're anti-sex work, so it was malicious. It's like, no, there's actual timestamp proof that I asked Crabcrawler1 on Twitter, like, because he was friendly with her, so I DM'd him like, hey, do you know anything about this? I don't want to step on toes. And it's literally timestamp proof. It's not being malicious. This was before the ban, before I got locked out in the same hour.
And it's been forever. Oh my God.
I want to talk about the Blair White thing, because Blair White, I mean, and like Venti, this is like an issue that we will be checking in with you weekly about. It's like ongoing, and it's frustrating to see like that nothing has happened yet. But you know what? Like, I feel like we all at some point get something unfair happen to us, and this has been interesting. This kind of blew up this week on Twitter. A lot of people coming for Blair White this week, and it may have been inspired by this tweet here from Blair. It says, if you see a bulge in a conservative woman's pants, it's a gun. If you see a bulge in a liberal woman's pants, it's a penis. And then I'm trying to find
where
she looks like incredible. And I don't know where she's putting it, but wherever she's putting it, it's working. You know what I mean? And a few people were coming after for her this week. And I wonder, I'm trying to find the tweet where somebody responded like, yeah, Blair White, this is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with the whole right wing. Like, basically saying everyone should disavow her. And I'm like, wow. I'm like,
are you talking about the TikTok video?
yes. And I'm like, I think that's incredibly
I got it for you.
narrow-minded. Okay.
Are they shocked that Blair, like, everyone knows that Blair blows her load, okay? It's in more than one way. Like, it shouldn't be a shock.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, people don't understand is, like, I don't think the right, there are some people on the right who are just fully anti-trans in all forms, but I think most people generally, like, don't want an agenda pushed on them. And that's the thing is, when it crossed over into messing with kids and pressuring kids and like taking advantage of confused kids trying to find themselves, tomboys, and oh, maybe you should be, maybe you should cross over. Like, that's the thing most people have a problem with. Blair's not trying to push an agenda. She's certainly not trying to push it on kids, and she doesn't go around saying that she is a female. She is constantly reminding people that she's biologically a male. So
Yeah, Blair dedicates
great.
so much of her content to fighting predators in general. She does a really good job at it. She's always as transparent as she possibly can be. She tries her best to be honest, but she does
literally
make mistakes.
puts the
She mentions
trans
them.
in transparent.
I was gonna say transparent.
She speaks on other transgender people who are doing those things. So I don't know how much more she can be doing. Like if she ever gets something wrong, you could tell her and then she'll correct herself. But from what I see, she does a really good job at making it clear where she is on her positioning on making kids trans, giving them hormones, why it's bad, the crazy transgenders, like for example, like lives on TikTok type of content. So I don't know how it's going to come for her when she's doing so much good and all the right things to fight those things. But then there's people who are conservatives who are hypocrites and not very transparent. So I feel like there are much better targets for inconsistent people who aren't who they say they are.
I can't.
Okay, so thank you, Anna. She found this TikTok and she commented on it on her feed. But this is from, I guess it's Morgan Ariel. Conservatives are playing a dangerous game, playing along with this insanity, thirst trapping straight men into having sexual thoughts about the same sex while counterfeiting as a woman is wicked. Please report Ms. Blair White. Is that what she's doing?
No, she's not.
Thirst trapping straight men? She's not mentioning straight men at any point.
Because Blair looks better than her. That's all this is.
Blair looks incredible. And guess what? Like,
yeah.
this girl doesn't look awful. Like, I don't know. I would probably need to see more to make a total decision here.
Chrissy, she's one of those girls that makes videos in her car.
Ugh, gross.
Crying
All
about
right.
stuff.
Say no more.
What does that mean?
We got a car TikToker on our hands.
Straight. There's trapping straight men doing sexual thoughts about.
No, Blair has a significant. Like Blair has a boyfriend.
She's engaged.
She's engaged. Yeah.
How about this? Like she's complaining that men are getting thirst trapped by Blair. How about they just like not look at her then? Like maybe don't get your pee hard over every girl you see. You don't know who the fuck they are. You don't know what they have. You literally that's why you shouldn't do that. And you should like.
I bet you have to say that to every
person.
man you see in public. Please don't get your pee hard at me. My God.
I just like the phrase "Don't get your pee hard."
Don't get your pee hard at me, please. I'm a human being.
Like, why are they looking at thirst traps on the internet? Like that's what's gonna happen. You don't know.
There's more fucked up fetishes and things like that. She's just dudes are doing something. There's a lot that won't ever admit to being attracted to a trans woman.
Well, but
okay, I want to play this and get the full
1 second of doing any research on Blair, and you know that she's trans, right? Like you go to her profile, you watch any video that she has.
Great, right?
Yeah, she's so that she's a natural born woman. She's very upfront of I'm a trans woman. So anyone that didn't know who she was when they saw this picture, 5 seconds of research and then they know. So this chick is just jealous and bitter. That's all I get from it.
Yeah, I think
obviously
before I've even watched this video, I think this girl's going, "Oh my god!"
Well, you haven't seen it,
dude. I haven't watched it. I'm like, this dude looks this good, and I look like this. It's like, yeah, there's no excuse. Morgan Ariel, get to the gym, do what you need to do. Okay, I'm not saying you need to get surgery, but like, you don't seem like a completely hopeless looking chick at the moment. I feel like
every drag queen I know does makeup better than me. And
okay,
that's fine.
I can't keep quiet about this stuff anymore. This is where the conservative movement is at right now, where things like this are being glorified. Mr. Blair White, what I really should address you as is a devil, because that's exactly what you are when you are
calm down. You're the devil.
Intentionally going on your platform and posting content like this to thirst trap and deceive straight men into having perverse thoughts about you.
Have you met Blair? Like everything she does is like her sexuality is like part of her personality. This is not an uncommon. It's not like turtleneck, bikini with a gun. Like this is not an uncommon post for her.
You're a devil and God is not pleased and you need to repent or God is going to deal with you accordingly. And I really mean what I'm trying to say to you, and I pray that you get a hold of it. And for anybody who wants to rebuttal me and say that I'm being hateful, look, I don't hate anybody, but I know what God hates, and God hates sin. And it's one thing if you're struggling with sin or you're in some kind of bondage But it's another thing when you intentionally attempt to deceive other people and then bring them
She's
into
not
your
trying to deceive anybody. She never says she's a biological female.
demonic state of being. So I'm calling it out. This is not conservatism. And if this is the conservative movement, this is just another reason of why God is not going to have favor on the conservative movement or any political party in this nation.
Hold on.
How
but
many?
hold up, but why would a Christian man be indulging in thirst traps? If you're
Right,
actually
right.
following your faith, why would you be indulging in thirst traps? That's their
Oh my
fault
God!
for indulging.
Imagine she caught her dude liking Blair White photos.
think
on
that's
Instagram
what
He
and that's what
probably
she
does.
That's what it seems like. But whenever people play this whole like, oh, you're going to hell, you're the embodiment of the devil, and God looks down on you. I'm like, God created every single person in his image, right? God created you for that way for a reason. So you basically, when people do this, I'm like, oh, so you know better than God? Great, thanks.
That's not how real Christians or
No.
people like of faith react to other people. They don't act like they don't. I feel like people that are actually those types of people, they try to empathize and like help. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I get what you mean.
It's a tongue-in-cheek
negativity
post
like that.
from Blair.
Yeah.
This is very like tongue-in-cheek. Like,
And she's wearing a
is
bikini.
cheeky and funny, and it's like if
Yeah.
you know her, she still has her equipment, and it's like. So I think she's just sort of a play on words. She's having fun here. She's definitely not trying to take anybody's man. She's definitely engaged.
I wouldn't. But all of their men probably just look at
our
her
dudes
like, oh
getting
God, they're
turned-
jerking
our
off
dudes
to her.
getting turned
Right.
on by this? Sure. Is she trying to turn people on with this? I don't think it matters. I just think like
she's just
there's
doing
always,
her thing.
there's always going to be a hot girl in a bikini, and whether that's Blair White or somebody else, it's like it kind of doesn't matter.
We all post thirst traps. Why shouldn't she be able to?
Yeah.
I mean, and not have your man get hard. Oh my God. What's gonna happen? Your man got hard in an Instagram post. Oh God, what are we gonna do? The Lord's gonna strike you down. Fucking
What do you
stop.
guys think is the gayest thing? I think my favorite thing when I was hosting the Minds event in June, I said something like one of the panels was going to be titled like, "Am I gay if I'm attracted to Blair White?" But I always like asking people the question like, "What is it gayer to suck a dick or have your dick sucked or have something in your butt?"
My anal days are over, so I
mean, like,
can't,
for a
I can't
dude.
speak on that. If you're a dude and you have anal, then yeah, I mean,
I think it's gayer to be the one
fairly
doing
gay.
it.
Yes,
Because if you're just taking it, then it's like it could be being done against your will. But if you're physically doing it, you're doing the motion of the ocean. So
The motion. Ari, go ask your boyfriend who's watching church right now. What's the gayest thing he could do? Oh,
ask him what the sermon's about, and if it includes
think
anal.
it's great. I feel like I have this whole like other life that he doesn't need to know about.
That's the best.
On my
Congratulations.
internet.
ask him what's gayer.
It sounds
Except
awesome.
for,
yeah, Ari's boyfriend's so cute. You guys are so cute.
How tall is he? He looks really tall
Very
in
tall.
photos.
He's 6'4" and I'm 5.
Woo, girl, save some for the rest of us. No, I'm kidding. That's great.
why it was so funny. Like when all those like people from LawTube were like giving me crap about like my standards. Oh, because Chris, you were on that stream, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be more open-minded. Like I'll go out with somebody who's shorter, whatever. And I set my parameters on Hinge, and then I ended up with somebody 6'4". So, but I would have liked him whether he was 5'9" or 6'4".
You're like, I would like him even if he were 6 feet tall. Like I'm not big feet.
I'm fine with just 6 feet. He doesn't have to be a professional basketball player, okay? He could be a professional soccer player.
Well, remember that like cat lady meter? I mean, I don't know. I just think that women should be hopeful, regardless of your age or whatever. Because if you go into dating with like, woe is me, and you go into dates with that really desperate like feeling.
Oh, they can
it's
smell
not
it.
attractive,
Everybody could smell desperation.
Look at all of you, though. There's nothing desperate about not one of you. Like, ugly chicks would be very upset to see you four talking about like being desperate or like I guess I'll settle for a 6-foot guy. Look at all of you.
Not desperate times in our life. For sure.
I've been in a content house with you and you and you, and I'm sorry, but like dudes just they fawn over you. I'm sorry, but they do.
They fawn over you too, Keanu.
I'm a goofball. All right,
you're fawn worthy.
No,
I think society does. I mean, honestly, I used to be, and I still am, like really insecure about my age. Like, if I told my boyfriend, if when I turn 40, if he brings over a balloon with a 4 and a 0, like we're done. I'm popping them. He must leave, and it's over. Like, you will not be throwing me a 40th birthay. I'll just
29 younger.
Yeah, exactly. But it's kind
younger?
of like. Yeah, he's 5 years younger than me.
Ooh, yes.
But I asked him from the very beginning.
You guys look the same age, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I definitely, I think, lied about my age on Hinge by like a year, which was so stupid because it's like a year. What is that going to do? But when we started dating, I did.
That's what guys do too. Is they'll put like, instead of that they're 5'11", they put 6 foot.
Yes. Guys are constantly adding an inch in here and there.
Yeah.
So don't you worry about that.
I mean, it's an
here and there.
An inch on the back, an inch on the front.
Actually, that reminds me. I saw something. There's a new thing trending called Goblin style dating. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Ooh, no.
Okay, so Goblin dating.
Shorter than you.
Don't talk about Gino Visconti that way, okay? Listen.
So no, it has nothing to do with Eliza Blue, okay? Goblin dating is when you go into dating, but as your most authentic self. So like you don't, like for guys, like you show up in like a shirt and sweatpants and eating snacks out of your pocket. Like you show up like giving your most offensive opinions like on the first date. And I've done that before and I didn't know there was a word for it. But
What
it's
if
called
they
Goblin
think
style
that you're
dating.
giving your best though? What if they think that you're,
Actually-
because most people default, oh, I'm showing you my best. Like if you show your worst and they go, is this person's best? I'm scared, I'm out.
Is it really about showing your worst or just showing your authentic? Because I watched a video.
It's about showing your authentic self.
Yeah, I
dating,
watched
that's
a
funny.
thing about I think it was on Chris Williamson's podcast, and they were talking about if you're that way, then if you go on a date and the person, because a lot of people just try to be
Oh my
everything
God,
to
this is a real
everyone,
thing, Brittany.
Yeah,
and then
that's bad.
and then what happens is it's just authentic. You'll weed out the people that you're not supposed to be with, and then when somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, you like Star Wars?" Oh, or, whatever it is.
Oh my God, it's a real thing.
Goblin mode dating strategy.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
Look, that's us.
I can't believe
Why
it has
the
a
go-
name.
that's
Why
me. Oh my
Why the
God.
Goblin mode dating strategy is such a success? In case you missed it, the Oxford word of the year of 2022 was Goblin mode. What? How did I miss
That's
a whole
2
phrase
words,
for the whole
Oxford.
year? I've never heard of this even once. According to Oxford Languages, over 300,000 people voted on the word of the year. And yes, that's the one that came out on top. Why? Because after the last few years of living in unprecedented times, enough with the unprecedented already. Goblin mode is the only way to live. And here's a little goblin barefoot.
I love him.
But nice blue eyes, at least. Goblin mode really does speak to the times and the zeitgeist, and is certainly a 2022 expression. American linguist and lexicographer Ben Zimmer said in an Oxford Union Press event, people are looking at social norms in new ways. This is such a Gen Z thing. It gives people the license because it goes with the fashion too. Like I feel like Gen Z is opting out of fashion. It's like non-fashion. It's like they're doing normcore again. That's why I feel like everyone's just giving up on trying.
I love the baggy clothes movement. However, sometimes you just want to wear like a tight as shit outfit and hot pink
Benji is
and
the
call it a
only
day.
person I know who can pull it off. I have yet to see anybody else look good in
the baggy clothes thing.
Yeah, like not even baggy, but just like I don't know if there's a name for the style, but maybe because Venti just like really knows her colors. Okay, people are looking at the social norms in new ways. It gives people the license to ditch social norms and embrace new ones. It's also a dating strategy worth embracing. With Goblin mode, you go into every first date 100% yourself and unapologetically. So who's not doing this?
Well, because on the first date, what happens is you hold off on like your offensive opinions, like you hide your power level. Like that's what I used to have to do at dating. Like when I was in New York and dating normies, I would have to hide my power level. And then I got tired of it. So like one time I was just so fed up. I went on like a first date and I went Goblin mode. Like I just said my most offensive opinions. And this person was like a Bernie bro too. And like it actually at the time ended up working out. Obviously it didn't work out, but it was a long-term relationship. So I think Goblin mode does actually work. I approve.
Where do you meet them though? Where do you get like guys?
Like every date I go on is Goblin mode.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's part of being a comic. You're just like, well, you're going to see it on stage, so you might as well see it on our date.
Let me show you guys something that this is really funny. So after I was successful on my like 3-week hinge stint and found my boyfriend, had all these friends that were like, help me with my hinge profile, or how do I do this? And so I was helping a guy friend with his profile, and I was like swiping as him. And oh my gosh, like the stuff that these girls write. Can you see what she wrote?
Let's do a solo. Hold on.
I don't think we have to see what she writes.
That's a naked woman. Or no, it's
not.
not.
Okay. I can put my whole fist in my mouth. That's her
unusual
skill. That's her talent.
I think
that's
a Mean Girls reference.
The Mean Girls reference. For sure, yeah.
Oh,
it is? Okay.
I tried it.
No, not even close.
I was a kid.
Who's
And
got
that
a tiny fist they can put in their mouth?
I could put my whole fist in my mouth. Want to see?
Are you kidding? If I
There's
do
other
this,
stuff.
Wait, have you guys? Because I tried it after that movie came out, and I can't because I have really thin hands.
Do it, Anna.
Quit bragging.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know. Well,
I
my
could
hands
never.
are like- they're freakishly big, but they're really thin. You know.
Narrow.
Become a
Do it again.
Anna,
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Anna, you have
No,
great
that's
fists.
getting screenshot, and I. No, my roommate.
Anna doesn't need any more screenshots after last week's show. Okay, Anna has very good small fisting hands. She has great.
Thanks.
You can get in small places.
Oh my god, I
Or
could
big
never.
places. Oh my god,
That's really
you're
cool
getting
though.
proposals in the chat, Anna.
The thing is, like one of the things I noticed too, because I mean I'd never seen it what guys see, at least in Vegas, and the Snapchat filter is so obvious. It's like you can't put that as your dating profile. You don't know what the person looks like at all.
No.
Like I don't know. Like I think it was in 2016 we were developing, me and this couple of my friends, we were trying to develop an app called Busted, and it was basically a reverse engineered, like so you could scan a picture and see what percentage of it was edited and like hone in on the part that was edited.
So scary and good though at the same time.
But I think that AI has gotten so good that it's really hard to detect. Like did you guys see the whole like TikTok glamour filter? How crazy it is?
It doesn't
Like,
it
it
looks
doesn't
really
mind
bad on some people though, because like for me, for example, it looks really bad because what it does is it's not a normal filter. It's using a different technology so that like if you put your hand over your face, it doesn't disappear, right? It doesn't have that weird like floaty thing. And it changes based on the person. So it changes based on your hair color as well, is how much makeup it'll give you and like how it contours your face. But if you have a mix of masculine and feminine features and you put on that filter, it'll make you look too masculine. So girls on TikTok were like, I look like the bartender in Shrek and like putting on the filter. And that's how I look too, because I don't have soft enough features to pull off that filter. So it just makes
weird
me look
on
like
me
a man.
Your features look soft tonight. I don't know what's going on with your camera, Venti, but it looks like it's underwater. It's like very blurry.
Like blurry, like in a bad way?
I don't know. It's very blurry for me. Maybe it's just me, but all right, I'm gonna go back to this.
You're like 5 pixels, Brittany.
Article.
Oh, really? I don't know why
Yeah.
that is. Maybe my
All right,
internet's
I'm finishing
going
up this
out.
Goblin mode. Why are people going for Goblin mode? I'll tell you why. Because if the world is going to implode or explode and take us all down with it, why not toss your hands up in the air, shrug, and just kick societal conventions to the curb? At this point, what do you have to lose? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, that's how I've always felt. That's why Goblin mode is such a success. You're being legit without a care in the world. You've jumped the line between social expectations and society's prescribed ideas. of what dating should be and settled into goblin mode right off the bat. In turn, you know what this to me says? Like, I think a lot of women, like, we go on dates with people we don't particularly like, but to be kind. I know that I have. Like, if I take all my, dates in a row, I think I probably was into like 1 out of every 9 guys I went on dates with. You know what I mean? So this to me is like, okay, after the pandemic, it's like, hey, just be you. Don't feel like you have to be nice and kind and like, you know what I mean? Just like blow the dude to get it just because he bought you dinner. You know what I mean? Like,
I really don't feel like I've ever been on a date. Like, I'm like, what? Honestly, seriously, I'm like, Gino took me on a date, but we had been boning for years or whatever, right? On a date.
He did it backwards.
But I knew him, right? Other than that, if somebody asked me, can I get dinner with you sometime? I'm like, why? What do you mean? I truly have never been on like a true get to know you date. I don't know. Maybe I'm too awkward, or maybe
you probably just
like,
meet most of your dudes through comedy. I think most of your boyfriends. Same thing with me. Like, there were many years where I would just like date whatever comic was laying around.
Yeah, I know, and it sucks.
For people that are app dating, I would definitely say FaceTime dates so that you don't waste time. Like, anybody that you're interested in, like, go on get on FaceTime with them.
Can you put a screen? I'm gonna tweet this, but I want to get a picture of all of us on the screen smiling. Okay. Screenshot. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Okay. Cute. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I had to do that with my hand.
Goblin.
I don't know why I had to do that pose. Okay. Anyway, time to get real. Before you get too carried away with all the time you won't be wasting on your first date outfit, here's the why and how of goblin mode. Before COVID, before January. Oh, F this article. The January 6th insurrection. That was called America being in goblin mode, okay? Like, we were keeping it very real that day.
That was
okay. That's called Patriot Goblin mode. Before UFOs being shot down out of the sky, before house clothes became outside clothes. Okay, no, I mean, it sounds like you never respected yourself if you're doing that. We were a fairly civilized society. We got it. I hate the tone of this article. We got out of bed, we showered, we put on our business casual outfits, we went to our sea of cubicles. Insurrections only happened in other countries. A world pandemic only happened in horror films, and Mayor Giuliani didn't have a leaky head. What? What are they?
I met him once.
Okay, I'm like really tired of this article already. Okay, goblin mode. How to pull off goblin mode.
Okay, they make it seem really appealing with these photographs.
Yeah, I know. Just be
If I show up like that, that's how I feel every morning, all right?
First step.
Are you fucking serious?
Pulling off goblin mode is labeling everything with whatever. Seriously, put those cares away because the world is on fire. The politicians are out to get us and aliens are coming. No, they're not. Calm down. Next, update your dating profile to reveal your goblin mode. This should involve somewhat unflattering photos and a profile description that says you're in goblin mode. I think that's kind of funny. So take it or leave it. When you get a match, don't dance around. See, this is like the luxury of good-looking women. You can say you're in goblin mode and post unflattering photos, and you'll still get matches. Like, some women and some men don't have that luxury. Like, some of us have
like,
to
what
look
if
our
you
best at
actually
all
look like a
times.
goblin?
Yes. I think this is like kind of an entitled tone. When you get a match, don't dance around with the usual questions and asking what they do or where they're from. Instead, ask them how long they've gone without showering. That was a popular podcast question. Or if they prefer to eat Doritos in bed or on the floor. You know, the important questions.
Yeah, anywhere.
Ask uncomfortable questions. Give uncomfortable answers. Who's not doing that already? And when you realize they don't have any floss after dinner, borrow a hair from their head and ask if they want it back after you.
Oh my God. Ew.
Nobody's doing that. Calm down.
Well, they're being hyperbolic. They're being
Yeah.
hyperbolic. It depends what articles you read on this concept, but basically the gist of it is, for example, on a first date, instead of beating around the bush, you know, for me, for example, I would always have the question like, okay, at what point do I explain to them that watching porn is a deal breaker for me? So at a certain point, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to start saying it on first dates, like immediately, not wait around. I want to get married. Here's
saying.
my timeline. I want to get married.
That's a big thing. That's like a different, you know, that's out of the ordinary. So that is out of the way soon.
You're right. Your goblin mode is like, I'm laying it all out for you. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear like a hideous outfit or something. Like, you couldn't be hideous, but
when I started dating my boyfriend, I was like, well, I'm this age, so if you want to like try for a kid, I would be open to it, but just so you know, like biology. So
we would have to do that tomorrow.
But I mean, I think at some point you have to be honest like that, because it'll get rid of the guy that maybe thinks you're great, but he's like, this is a no, what's it called? Like a deal breaker for me. And then you don't get your heart broken and waste more time.
Don't even worry about age, because like the things we hear about age were based on studies and like knowledge from decades ago. Like people are like, if you're in good shape and healthy, like all of us are, things can happen like later. Like people are having babies in their 40s. Didn't Janet Jackson have a baby in her at 50?
I'm an old egg. My mom had me at 37. That's why I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, my mom had my sisters in her 40s and me in her late 30s.
Yeah.
But she had my brother when she was 19, so I'm like,
But I'm just saying, like, I would hate for if somebody was really important to somebody, and then they ended up with me. Like if they would have to choose from something they
ended up with
so
me.
bad.
Like I'm like,
I know you need to hair flip more. You need to go on a date and hair flip and be like, I'm a badass bitch. Look at me. Are you serious? Fuck off.
With me and my Farrah Fawcett hair and huge.
No, God.
You're okay with that.
Anyway.
I'm going to update. Thank you, opinionated news guy. I'm going to update my Hinge headline to say I throw knives at unsuspecting goblins.
That's hilarious.
Magnum Norse. This woman is a child with a pen, not a woman. Hail Women's Month. Oh, it's Women's Month. God, when's it going to be over? Mike Steele, thanks for the 5. I went on a date one time and the gal showed up in fuzzy slippers while I was in a suit. I walked out. Good for you, sir.
Yeah, that's
she was
weird.
in Goblin. She was in Goblin mode, clearly.
Yeah. She was in homeless mode, maybe. How about that?
For him,
talking about.
You know what I think that was? I think she lived upstairs and her, you know what I mean? And her date spot happened to be like very close by. Ken Patterson, thanks for the 5. This Morgan chick is conflating conservatives with Christians. Not the same thing. Not anymore. Good point, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't put everybody in a big group. That's how you leave a lot of people out. Russell Hall, 'tis gayer to receive than to give. Interesting thought. My dad would say differently. Dan Halen, I'm gonna bet that Morgan caught her husband shaking the baby maker to Blair's pictures. Yep. Yeah, because why go so hard on Blair? I get it, but I think Blair goes above and beyond to prove that she is not like a typical brainwashed trans with an agenda. I think she does. She puts the work in to try to earn respect of folks. Magnum Norris, God doesn't like communism either. Ganagriel. Can I not pronounce that, or am I stupid? Okay.
I don't know what that word is either.
Magnum Norris, thanks for the 10. It's the dishonesty that's the problem when it comes to children. Blair is not the problem. It's these damn commies. Agreed. Opinionated news guy. Is Keanu trying to be the raven-haired Pippi Longstocking? Stop trying to hijack all our childhood stuff.
I'm not. My hair was dirty, so I put it in braids, dog. That's all. Okay.
She's trying to hijack your banter. Ingrid Thomas, happy March to all my favorite sexy ladies. I still support Brittany. Let's hope for luck of the Irish that Brittany gets her Twitter back. Yes. Oh, I hope the luck of the Irish brings back your Twitter, Brittany.
Yes.
March 9th is my birthday, so it's
March 9th. Ooh,
yeah.
Aries.
No, I'm Pisces.
Fuck. Whatever. Thank God.
That's why you're so sweet.
That's why I'm crazy. Just kidding. Did I tell you? I think I told you guys the monster story. Did I tell you guys that story?
No.
Tell it to me again.
Tell it to me.
I went out with this guy like years ago. I think it was like maybe 21 or 22, and we had never hooked up or anything. And like we were going out, maybe it had been a couple months, and I went out with my girlfriends and got completely blasted, blackout drunk. And I think I was taking, remember those like caffeine pills that would make you skinny, like the Dr. Oz one?
Hydroxycut.
Yeah,
I
like
used to take those.
totally not
In
allowed
high
anymore.
school,
'Cause
I
it was
took
so-
those.
it was
Raspberry
so-
ketones.
Or no.
I-
Yeah.
But when you're drunk and you're on those things, it's like you're blacked out, but you're awake. So it seems like
your
the
body
turnover is
keeps
so-
going.
Right.
It does.
Your body
yeah.
carries on. Yeah.
So I apparently call this guy and I show up to his place. I think at that point in a taxi because I don't think Uber was around. But anyway, I don't remember any of
Oh,
this.
that's
So
tough.
I remember. So the next day I wake up in his bed, and the funny thing was this guy used to call me princess all the time, and I thought it was like so sweet. Oh, princess this, princess that. So I wake up and
Was it Prince Andrew?
no, just princess.
Okay.
So I wake up and I look at him in the morning, like I'm like, oh, good morning. And he looks at me. I can't even describe how crazy he looked at me, like just that I was like he had seen a monster. And he looked at me and he goes, "You're not a princess anymore. You're a monster." And I'm like, okay. And I don't know like what I said to him, what I did to him. So he never spoke to me again after that. And I couldn't figure out what had
What prompted the monster comment?
so me and my girlfriends, so they all joked. I told them the story and they're like, "Are you?" So anytime I got drunk, they were like, were you monster?" I'm like, what do I do when I'm monster? And then several years later, I ran into the guy and I go, what happened all those years ago? Like, must have been that bad. And he basically just told me, he's like, I kind of overreacted, but he was like, you used to be so nice. I had never seen you act crazy or mean or any type of way. And so I was so shocked with what happened. And I'm like, well, what happened? He's like, well, you got over to my house, you got completely undressed, you got in my bed. And when I went to like touch you,
That
turned
sounds
around
awesome.
and you were like, don't freaking touch me.
Sounds like a mixed signal, Ari.
You were a monster because all you said was, "I just want commitment." Oh my God. And like somebody be nice to me. God, you monster. How dare you say such a thing? Oh
I was mean to him. I think he tried to he thought, oh, she's coming over probably. And anyway, I was like, don't fucking touch me.
We've all had
You
nights
took
like
off all your
that.
clothes. Like, don't touch it. That sounds hardcore to me. I'm into it.
I'm like, it's kind
Don't
of
touch me.
Monster.
That's a very alpha move. I love it.
Men don't like a mixed signal. Mhm.
No, it was a good label. I don't know if it I don't think it should have been never talk to me again. And actually he told me, he said, because he got married and he's like, my wife one time got really drunk and I thought about
Did the same thing.
how he almost did the same thing. And he was like, just because someone gets drunk one time, the problem with getting drunk in front of someone you like when it's not totally solidified is that they get that, like if you get the ick with somebody when they're drunk and you can't recover from it, that's a problem.
It's
You know what I
goblin
mean?
mode. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
If you
so that's
can't
my
take
thought.
me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
Fellas.
I think one time in college I got like really drunk and then like a couple of guys came into the room and hit me with a belt or something. So
see?
I have
That
more
sounds
moments
cool to
where
me.
I get drunk and I regret like what other people did rather like than what I did. I
With a
don't know.
belt. We'll have to unpack that later.
I think they thought that they were being like cheeky and like horny college dude thing, but I was just like,
But no, I don't think
I
they
was
thought
not
they
a
were
willing
being cheeky.
participant in
That sounds
yeah.
sounds-
No, I'm like, are you my dad? What's happening? Like, is this a flashback? Yeah.
what in the hell?
It's okay. We're having fun. Russell Hall, has Keanu ever worn a tail and cosplayed as a human party popper?
Oh
I
my
bet
God,
the
Russell.
internet would really appreciate that. A party popper?
Listen, I party pop early. I party pop often. So do it all the time.
Mhm,
Can't wait.
mhm.
Love it.
Cecil live streamed. Do I need to bring my mask? Lol. Cecil, I have. Anna gave me one of your masks that you left behind at Anime. So I'm gonna bring it for you tomorrow to What Spot, 7 p.m. Eastern. Everybody tune in. Cecil will be on, and bless you. And Holly Hendricks will be joining you, Cecil, tomorrow on What Spot.
You need to get Cecil's lady, that Bella Swedish chick, the tall one.
Bella Swedish? Okay.
One he likes.
Well, I had Holly Treats on last week, who was like a good friend of hers. But yeah, I'll have Bella Swedish on.
Oh, he finally discovered her Twitter, and he's like, she's naked on here.
That's what she
like,
is.
you old pervy man.
Russell Hall, no one puts Cecil in a corner unless it's your honeymoon live stream and you need a gimp in a cage to watch in the background. No. Deranged Lunatic. Brittany, it's good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm not like at my best, but you know.
Oh.
But
it
you
could
look
be worse.
gorgeous. So
yeah, you look good. That's really honestly what's important.
It's all that really matters.
Yeah.
I'm just like still dealing with some health stuff and like getting over my cold. So
I got a cold from California, Anna. I remember I woke up, I think the morning that we were flying out, so Monday morning, and I was like, I feel like I'm getting something, and now I'm finally starting to like begin to get over it. It's just an annoying like cold. It's not like
you came here during like the coldest time of the year.
Yeah, it was very cold. Maybe I got California AIDS. Who knows? It's all good. Have you guys seen? I was gonna wait maybe for Mandy Summers to come on to watch the Peter Pan and Wendy trailer. Let's see.
Oh, they are redoing it? I didn't know that.
Oh
Where's
my god, it's so horrible. She's black now.
What?
Yep. Yes.
Wendy or Peter?
There's a black Tinkerbell. But before I show that, I want to show.
And she's not me.
I want to show based horses.
I've seen this clip. Let's go on.
What city is this, you think? Oh, is this Britain somewhere?
The color.
It won't go near the rainbow.
Oh, brilliant.
So crazy.
Oh.
They felt the menacing aura,
Yeah.
clearly. No, they're doing that because it's probably just scaring them because they probably don't see colors the same way we do.
The color.
Oh. What do you think? It probably looks like water to them.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it probably just looks like. I'm obviously not staying away from the rainbow flag. Like,
who knows, Keanu? How do you know?
I know unequivocally. But that it is pretty funny to look at.
My dog goes nuts for the television. Like anytime he sees, even on South Park, if he sees a horse on South Park, he goes nuts and starts barking at it and like.
Like my dog Harlem, he watches TV, and if it's an animal on the TV, he's like, no! Right, Harlem, shut up.
Yeah, my cat does that when she sees black people on the TV.
I'll be like, Waffles, look at the TV. And she's like, I think she likes it. Sometimes I can't tell if she likes it or she's like having a fucking heart attack, like barking at the other animals.
My brother's dog, Stella, she does not like children and also black people either. And you can't really like it's weird.
It's because they can't see their
bizarre.
features usually. Like, because it. Well, you know what I mean? Because there's no contrast.
Too many airport fight videos. I understand.
Yeah.
MK Solid. Want to see a dork? Look up Emmy Rossum's husband. Emmy Rossum.
Oh, I love Emmy Rossum.
Who's she?
I don't know.
She's from Shameless, and she was in the movie. Emmy Rossum was in the movie The Day After Tomorrow.
Okay,
that's her husband.
Yeah.
You know, he looks just like a Jewish writer. I can understand.
What a dork! Oh my god, disgusting. He's in Goblin mode.
This is that word Chrissy taught me, schlocky.
Yes, he's very schlocky.
Sounds like a New York term.
It is. It is. I think there was a store I grew up was called Schlotsky's, but it was like a Sears or like a Caldor. But schlocky, it's like, unfortunately, I think of Jewish.
That's a handsome man to me. I mean, I don't know.
Like kind of like, I don't know, cheap,
unassumingly handsome. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like to say it. It's fun to say it. All right, let's play. I really want to play this this trailer because I want to see Venti's reaction. Peter Pan and Wendy. What was wrong with the original Peter Pan, you ask? Nothing. They just now have to add Wendy into the mix and make her more of a central character. So let's watch the
For modern
trailer.
audiences.
So modern.
Woo!
Ooh. What is that, Cabo?
How did you come to Neverland?
I thought you were just going to say, how did you come?
Are you
Lost Boys.
every last one of us? But you're not all boys. So? What is this place? It's home.
Peter found it. Just like he found all of us.
Just like he found me. Peter Pan?
So far, I see no black people.
Expecting someone else.
Boys.
Oh, there you go.
What you say, boys? You ready for an adventure?
Tinkerbell Lives Matter.
It looks very far away.
It's closer than you think.
Oh my god, I have Eliza Blue internet right now. Bear with me.
There, look.
Oh,
You're afraid of my love. Perhaps I don't want to grow up. Hold the past in your heart, but where you go from here, it's up to you.
Do you know why they don't have an Asian Tinkerbell?
Why?
Why?
Because they would have called her.
Oh, don't do it, Chris. We can't say that here, right?
Tinkerbell.
Wendy, Moira, Angela, darling. Where is Peter Pan?
What's good about the new Peter Pan is that he can help with IT support. You know, like
Who
if
was
any of the other
Captain Hook?
characters forget their password.
Who
He'll be
played
there.
Captain Hook?
He looks older than what he's supposed to be.
But like, who used to play Captain Hook? Is he not alive anymore?
I don't know.
Good question.
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, he's alive.
Right.
He was Hook in Hook, but it was supposed to be David Bowie, and I'm like, that would have been such a better movie. But
Love David Bowie.
I watched a really good movie last night on HBO with what's his name? Oh my gosh. Now I can't think of the guy's name. Never mind.
I think the lack of commentary really just speaks for itself in regard to this trailer. Like the fact that everyone here is like, just
What do you even
no
say?
comment.
It's hard to think of something to say.
I don't know. It didn't really bother
But
me
it did
too
not
much.
need to be redone. It did not. It's like they basically they made like Eternals, but for Peter Pan. They're like, how do we make this woke and diverse and retell a story that doesn't need to be retold?
That's
You know,
everything. Yeah.
As the bimbo expert, I'm gonna have to comment on the Black Tinkerbell. First off, like, you're gonna really hire her over me. Second off, the fact that we have Black Tinkerbell, like, they are just trying to disrupt the bimbo power. It's not that black girls can't be bimbo. It's like you're trying to change it to something that you like instead of for what it was. Tinkerbell was the ultimate bimbo power, okay? She was the mascot for that, okay? She literally died if you didn't give her attention, okay? It didn't get much more feminine than that. And now it's like, oh, okay, let's make it empowering somehow and like change the complete look of the character so it's extremely fucking distracting. It's like not honoring the original character. I don't like this whole like changing it this much. I don't like that.
Maybe like instead of pixie dust, it's just like a little fentanyl is all she needs to get going.
I'm sorry, but like it's like they're trying to make people make racist jokes. Think about it. Because if
too late.
they didn't want them to do that, they would just put Black people or whatever race, right, in their own characters, in their own roles where they canonically look like that. You wouldn't be taking Tinkerbell, who's literally platinum blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, has been in the story for decades, and then turn her Black. Like, you are literally asking for that little poor Black girl to get bullied. Like, why would you do that?
There was already a Black fairy in Neverland. Tinkerbell was a needy hot chick.
There was, actually.
Yeah, you know what would make a good Tinkerbell? Ashton.
Yeah, she would have made a good Tinkerbell for sure.
They just don't make
Should've
new
been a really good
stories
cast.
anymore. I don't understand why they.
No,
can't
they really don't. Yeah, everything on Broadway is all just a movie or whatever, and I love that stuff. Oh my God, Legally Blonde on Broadway, one of the best things I ever saw.
I saw a
It
really
was
good
so
kids
good.
movie. Did you guys see that movie about the crocodile, Lyle the crocodile on Netflix? It's so good. You guys have to watch
No.
it. It's the people that made The Greatest Showman. They like wrote all the songs, and Shawn Mendes is the voice, and it was really cute. I watched it twice with my little niece.
I love Shawn Mendes.
And it wasn't woke. It was just.
Who is
it was
Shawn
a-
Mendes?
The singer.
Isn't he like a boy band dude?
He's a
What
singer.
band?
Please have mercy on me. Yeah, I think he sings that one.
My dog was going nuts when he saw the crocodile on the TV, so I had to wait till I went home to watch it when my dog wasn't around. But no, yeah, I don't think they make a lot of good, brand new, like animated classic stuff, or this one, which is live action. But like, I don't know.
All the I don't know, devil's advocate, but all the things, you know, how Jesus looks like in my Roro's house it looked like Jim Caviezel when he probably would have looked like Osama bin Laden, to be honest with you. So you change things up every once in a while.
Movie Hook. If I was going to show my kids a movie about Peter Pan, that would be it. Yeah, exactly.
Or the animated classic Disney movie from the 50s.
Yeah.
Why don't they just redo other movies like Land Before Time or something? You guys remember that?
I love the Land Before Time. Wendy is the heroine of the original story. The story has symbols and commentary that Disney has no hope of honoring. Interesting point. God, I love the Land Before Time. A tree star. And they're like obsessed with this leaf, like keeping his leaf on his head.
There's so many good ones that they could redo. I feel like if they were going to do like live animated or whatever, live action.
What is it? What is the movie? You Never Go Above the Canopy.
That's Land Before Time, I think.
Nope. It's
Ferngully.
Ferngully. Yes, you never go above the canopy. And then they did redo it. It was called Avatar.
Yes.
It's like Avatar, exact same thing.
Divergent.
I used to like this movie also called The Labyrinth. Did you guys ever see that?
Oh, fuck me up. I love The Labyrinth. Fucking David Bowie with The Labyrinth. Oh my God.
Oh, Anna's so excited. Wait, I want to know what Anna's going to pull out right now. This is like going to be epic.
He probably has a Labyrinth poster like I did.
So this is my new chair that I made, but this was my original YouTube chair, if I can maneuver me.
What's a long neck? Oh,
you can't see it.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm like covered in boxes right now. Can you see it yet?
I could see my
What's your format, Chrissy, so I'm not destroying my room.
Right, solo.
Oh, can you see it?
The love, yes, there's David Bowie. Oh my God, yes. God damn.
That was a mission.
You can remember when it was when it,
I like you so
she
much
was like
more
in the
now.
hands thing. She said down. She said down, and she's like in the hand. Y'all remember?
I just love when they threw the baby up and they're like, "Death!"
He was like, "It's."
He threw it all the way so high. It was so obviously like a random toy baby, but it was so funny to me.
Oh, it was awesome! Oh my God, I had a Labyrinth poster in my high school room. I love
so much Labyrinth stuff. I remember I showed that movie to my sisters and I got them into it. And then when my sister passed away, I had bought this like giant statue of David Bowie and I was planning on putting her ashes in it. And then fucking Sideshow canceled my order, but I'll find it eventually. And that's what I'm going to do. My sister wanted to be cremated, not buried, but I was like, I'll have a statue of David Bowie with her in it. That'll be our thing.
Aww, that's cute. That's really nice and thoughtful.
I want my ashes to go into a butt plug.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I I don't know. I just want to be. Let's say I die before Frank. I'd be like, I'm gonna be inside you, whether you like it or
just
not.
like fuck all the people that fucked you over.
Well,
with your
maybe no.
ashes.
Let's be reasonable. I'll put my ashes into a what's the thermos thing that you can fuck? The fleshlight.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
have a mold of yours for Frank if you die in case?
That's sad. No, I would want him to go and please
Flashlight.
find someone the opposite look of me and go nuts.
I would definitely cremate, right? I don't know. I
Yeah.
have a weirdness about being in the ground.
I think we actually might be buried on top of each other, which is pretty romantic because everybody in my family gets cremated because it's cheaper. I still don't have my mom's ashes, which is annoying because it's my dad's like, oh, they're expensive to ship. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They really are.
Wouldn't this be the thing you might spend a little money on, though?
Splurge, you know
Not
what I
only
mean?
that, you have to get permits to move them from certain states. Some states I don't think you do, but other states you do have to get it because people, terrible humans made that a thing because they were smuggling drugs and saying that they were ashes.
Yeah. Drunk 3PO wants to be shot out of a cannon into the ocean. What, your corpse or the ashes? The ashes or your lifeless body?
My dad gets emails all the time because he owns a pyrotechnics company. They're like, my Mimi loved fireworks so much. We were just wondering if you could just put her ashes into a fireworks show and shoot them up into the air. This is literally a thing.
Fireworks to begin with.
And we're
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's incredibly illegal. You can't take human cremains and put them in an explosive.
Where's the law that says that?
There's just no way of getting around that. But I get the why people would like that, but no, not a thing.
I could just say when my dad comes to my wedding, be like, bring some ashes in a fucking Tupperware, and just throw it into your backpack. I don't know.
I know. Can I have a vial of ashes, for Christ's sake?
Yes.
All right.
Give me a small thing. I just don't know why everything has to be so fucking difficult. Everything is always too much trouble with everybody in my family. I'm kind of, I don't know. I didn't have a good family day today. I talked to 2 family members and I'm like, that's at my limit. I need to talk to 1 every other week, but 2 in one day is come on.
Oh
They're
my
like,
God.
you're pretty behind on all your wedding stuff. You're flying by the seat of your pants.
Well, you're not invited. So
Fuck you. You're happy. Be happy you're getting invited, you dumb fuck.
24 to cremate.
Ghost Crusaders 2,400 to cremate my grandfather. Oh.
Well, where is he now?
That's kind of expensive, actually, but less so than a funeral. Try hard. ¿Qué es chiquito y arrugadito los toros tenemos atrás?
¿Qué es chiquito y arrugadito? Wait, what?
Please translate, Ari.
Arrugadito de todos tenemos atrás. So what is little and wrinkled that we all have from behind?
Balls? A taint?
Your asshole? I don't know.
I don't know. That is a little weird.
For $2, I'm not going to try to figure that out. Wait, word. You were looking for B4 was schlubby, I think. Oh, okay. I like schlocky. I prefer schlocky. Russell Hall. The only way they can salvage the new Peter Pan movie is if they finally decide to let Tinkerbell go commando. I can see modern Disney going that route. Oh my God, that's nasty.
Oh, the movie I watched was Denzel Washington, The Little Things. I miss Denzel. I haven't seen a movie with Denzel in a long time. Is he
the last movie I saw with him, and my God,
he's normal,
great
right?
movie.
Four Sisters. This sounds like my youth. Aw, thanks, Nicholas. Magnum Norse. I must simp for K. Thompson. Smoking on air and cussing people out. Perfection. You're perfection. Keanu gets the most variety in comments. Like there'll be comments like this. Oh, I want to marry Keanu, and then there'll be comments like, "This is why Keanu can never get a man."
Keanu will never have a man. No one will ever like her as a woman because she's not a woman because she says things that are terrible.
That's all. I like that they made WO Women's Month the same month that Julius Caesar was repeatedly stabbed by a group of men and bled all over the Senate.
That's another thing.
Sounds like he was just manstrating.
Yeah. What about Julius Caesar? What? Really?
Yeah.
All us ladies, we better eat Caesar salad.
And his whole set just turned off.
I don't know. No, it's my computer settings or my camera settings are tweaking out. Like for a second, I turned blue. Now my camera's frozen.
Yay, now I'm not the only one.
Okay, this is a very fun story. And this is actually, it's close to home as it is literally happening in my backyard. Shit is, where did it go? Did Goblin mode take this away? Okay,
I love Goblin mode. That's hilarious. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah. You know what? You know who's in Goblin mode? Every female comic.
They also don't tell men to go Goblin mode.
Is that like what Chelsea Handler was doing recently? Goblin mode?
She's in perma Goblin mode.
She's just a goblin, right?
Oh, sweet. I just confirmed this guy. Sweet. I just confirmed this guy. He's gonna be on the show. Sovereign Bra. You guys know this clip? This went pretty viral last week, but better late than never.
The oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be. And said, Chase, would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay. Are you like, Chase, how?
No.
Correct.
His name is Chase, I guess. Yes, he's coming on the show on Wednesday. Tune in.
Hell yeah.
What is this? I've seen a couple viral clips of him.
Yeah,
that's a good looking man. That's a man that would like bone you and then never call you back.
But he's looking for a wife. He has scruples.
Dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually, what the fuck do you mean?
Because if I
I find no scruples on this man.
Having sex with a biological man, I don't want to do that. Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's
And
gay.
I don't even can shut the fuck up.
Wait, so you're telling me she would fuck a guy who would just like fuck transgenders? Like she's
I think this is a trans girl.
Like she must, she must be trans
getting
herself.
bent
That
at a
doesn't make
tape.
sense. If you're straight, it doesn't make sense at all.
No.
He's an ally.
Everybody has a preference.
Yeah, everybody's different. Like Blair White's boyfriend,
Not-
I
would
don't think is
technically be-
gay or fiance or whatever.
That's an impossible question. You wouldn't want to hurt the oldest woman on earth by fucking her with your dick.
I mean, hold on. That's like
What if she's like,
years
I'm the
old.
oldest woman on the earth.
Really
I'm
nice.
probably gonna die tomorrow. Can I have like get laid one more time? You know?
And then he would be a hero.
That's great
Absolutely.
about the oldest woman on earth. She's not going to expect that you're going to be able to get her off because she's lived life. Like she knows that she's an old broad. She knows, she moves, dust comes out down there. She doesn't have high expectations. She's lived life. She has wisdom. She knows as the oldest woman on
someone's
earth,
there and willing.
she's trying not to get off. You know what I mean? She's probably just happy to be in the company of Chad or whatever the fuck his name is.
It's definitely
You want
Chad.
some warm cookies if you
It's
figure
either
me?
Chad, Brad, or Thad, something like that.
I don't have a
He's in
car.
finance and he's just getting on podcasts for his hot takes. But that's an impossible question because he wouldn't actually fuck the oldest woman on earth. He probably lives in China.
It's good to let
So he
people
probably hates that as well.
Having a preference does not make them racist, transphobic, bigoted. It's called like you like what you like. And
he would like neither of those and wouldn't do any of those. It's an impossible question. And it
Well,
just Yeah.
But the spice take was like, oh, oldest woman on earth or a trans woman or something, hottest trans woman. He's like,
Yes.
the oldest, because then I wouldn't be gay. And that triggered everybody because
You are, you know what? You are gay, man. Just in the sense of like you're lame for doing this.
I like the scruples though.
In the girl's point of
He
view,
has, you know, the scruples.
the girl.
I find him
view
to
in
have
that
no
show,
scruples.
Like, does she think that the correct answer is to say the trans woman? Like, in her point of view, is a man transitioning to be a woman have more womanliness to them and more womanhood than the actual woman? Even if she's the oldest one, she's still a woman. So are we supposed to be invalidating women, so to speak, just to appease someone who chose to transition into being a woman?
Yeah.
No. However,
I just thought of something terrible. I don't know if you guys will get this reference. Brittany will.
Please tell me.
Okay, this entire scenario is just Christian and his mom.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Not related. Ew.
Ooh, tell me about this. I don't know.
You're not going to be happy after hearing it.
I don't want to explain this.
Didn't he fuck his dead mom?
Okay, never mind.
No, she's alive. She was alive when he did it, but yeah.
He was retarded or something. She was like not in her right mind.
Yeah, she had signs of not being there because she was old. She had him old, so yeah.
Yeah.
And this
That's why I don't want to have kids when I'm too old. I'm just kidding.
Or your son,
your kid doesn't
fuck you like
That's not rare. I don't think you have to worry about that, Ari. It's a very rare thing.
That's really
all I
cute.
heard was retarded.
Oh no.
Incest.
Nothing can beat a mother's love. Who are you?
I'm very confused, but that's okay. You know, live and let live. I always
Oh lordy.
You look cold. Put a sweater on. How would anyone know if you put human ashes in a rocket and launched it? They give you the
It's
ashes
not
and you
about
fire
that.
rocket. No.
Number one, we're morally sound people. Number two,
Are we?
I mean,
What
if you're
if that was
talking
a
about my
female?
dad's company, we're not going to put your grandpappy's ashes in a firework and explode them into the sky so that they can burn up or rain over everyone. Like, it's not. There's definitely something illegal about it. You can't put human cremains in a firework. Sorry.
You guys, I wish I could hang all night, but I have a presentation due by tomorrow.
He's like, and on that note,
He's like, you guys are
I have to go.
Yeah, I'm disavowing and I'm leaving.
I miss you guys. I haven't hung out in a while, and
Oh my God, Ari! Before you
excited
go, I
about
want to cover. I want to cover what you put in the group chat, which I loved. I thought it
wasn't
was
that crazy?
really good. This was incredible. So basically, I watched this clip.
It's a real thing, and I've seen those people on TikTok. So what they're doing when you show it, it's like a screen, and you tell them what you want them to push, and it's like a virtual screen that they're pushing.
A Chinese content farm. This is like these girls are working like long
Influencer
hours,
factory.
much like how other things are made in China, by young people against their will. And
at least they're not making like lamps, I guess, anymore. They're
factory.
Yeah,
these girls are like, oh, so happy, so good
You don't see
time.
the
And they're
journalists
just,
covering these things, but like they try to say I was like mishandling influencers. It's like maybe they should have done an article about this.
yeah. This is so Chinese. I'm sorry. Just like these girls pretending to be happy, and they make like $120 a month. They just make a ridiculously small amount of money for how much work they're putting in. And like they're all cute and perfect. And they all have handlers that tell them exactly what to wear and how to be. And some of them get to keep very little of the money they make. And some of these girls only last 6 months and then they get booted out.
or thrown in the river or what?
Yeah.
How old are
Or
the
they had to
girls?
go to the iPhone factory.
Mothered as babies.
And do we know that they're over 18?
I don't know.
Matters in China.
We just know that they will love us for a long time.
I've seen them go live on TikTok. It's crazy. I'm trying to find one, but I don't think any
Content
of them
sweatshop,
are.
exactly. It is a content sweatshop.
Yeah.
It's content house, but at 10 cents an hour.
Isn't that insane to see?
Yeah, this guy's a little unbearable. But
Yeah,
I like
he's really
the
bad.
overall.
But the story is well, just the
This is how this industry starts.
yeah.
It's like Chinese OnlyFans.
But it's weird because most of them just sit there and they're not showing anything explicit. They're just like they want you to tip them on, give them the little things on.
There's this happening because in China in particular, there are right now, because they had the one child policy for decades from basically the 80s until I think they stopped in 2015. In China currently, there are millions. I think there's like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. There's something like maybe 30 million more men in the country than women. Like they're basically having a female shortage. There's a ton of men having a hard time finding wives.
They don't. Yeah, you're only
A
allowed
lot
to
of
have
females, they only could have one baby. A lot of people aborted their girl baby because they could only have one. They
Wow.
wanted a boy to pass on the family name. So there's a real lack of women in China. So a lot of men are not getting married. A lot of men are going outside the country to find wives, and makes them a lot more susceptible to these Chinese OnlyFans chicks. I said chicks, not.
Well,
that's the
that
other
just shows women get the pick. If there's not that many women.
True.
Yeah, that's why when you go dating, they say to go to cities that are higher in male population. Like New York is higher in favor to the men. So there's like more women to guys. But in Seattle, it's the opposite.
In Seattle, really?
Because that's a pussy ass city. Just kidding.
Wow. Poor Chinese. So if there's any single Chinese guys in the chat, just come to New York City. You'll find somebody. Go to Brooklyn. Actually, go directly to Brooklyn, and you will find a slew of single women. If you're okay with multiple cats, you really will have your pick of woman.
Charleston is 70% women and whatever the rest men. Actually, there's like a bunch of women, but they're not always the best women. Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
Very good looking women as well.
That's really interesting, Ari. I'm not surprised to see that, especially out of knowing
Next time I
China's
see
in
one on
China.
TikTok, I'll save it. Although I don't think TikTok is going to be around for very much longer.
Good. Thank God. Thank God.
They're not
so
allowed to
over
have it on government phones anymore in the
Good.
United
No
States,
one
which
should have
means
it.
that, like, if they're taking that type of action from the Democrats as well, then something's got to be dangerous about it.
Mhm.
And
yes,
and it's going to be sad for those creators that have built millions of followers on TikTok, because it was kind of cool that they were able to build new followings, but
what? The Viners had to go through it. The Viners had to
not at the
rebuild.
expense of like a national crisis, another 9/11
True.
or something terrible. So
I think it's far too easy to like gain followers on TikTok.
yeah,
And then
probably.
it gives you this, and they pay you not that I do TikTok, but they pay you very, 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 very little, because I guess it's a Chinese website or whatever.
Chinese money.
And then you can lose it like that too. So
Well,
makes
any
sense.
any platform. I mean, I think at the end of the day, the creator industry is changing, and I think I don't know. It's just interesting how people are going to have to learn to survive using their skills to be able to change, and their careers have to be malleable in some way, because you don't know if the platforms that you're on right now are going to continue on.
Well, we welcome.
Remember when they said OnlyFans
Chinese-
was going to go to non-sexual content? It was like a year ago in October.
We here on SimpCast completely welcome. If you are trying to leave a Chinese content camp, just email me. We would love to have you on this show. We will not make you work.
I love that.
8 to 16-hour days. At most 1 5-hour.
Amazing. Right.
Yeah.
It would be
and
nice
you
to
will
actually
not-
get one of those girls on here to interview them.
Yes, I'm gonna try to find that. I'm gonna try to find one of those.
I've
girls.
seen them on TikTok. I'll find one and I'll send you the
Ooh.
account.
Okay, hopefully one that doesn't need a translator. That'd be ideal.
All right, guys, I gotta roll. Thanks for
Ari,
having
you're
me.
the
Good to see you.
best. You're the best.
Bye,
Ari.
love bug.
Bye.
Okay, Ari, what do you want to shout out? What's coming up? Where can people find you other than with your boyfriend?
Add me
at
on
church?
Little Mistake everywhere. I'm actually starting to do new content on my YouTube page. So I'm youtube.com/influences. But I'm going to start doing like long form, cool content. I don't know if you guys have seen like, what's that CoffeeZilla guy? Kind of stuff like that in that format.
That'd be good.
Because I feel like one thing I've learned through like listening to Mr. Beast and Casey Neistat and all these big creators is that YouTube is really hungry for like very high quality content. Instead of, so I'm just going to try to do something different than going live because I was trying to do the live streaming thing.
Quality content you speak of.
Just like a quality over quantity, but you already have your format and it works for you. But for people that are trying to like start, you have to almost be like putting out really high, like it'll almost be better if it takes you a month to make a really, really good piece of content than to just be putting out a ton of content like on TikTok or something. But you know, you already have your fan base. And so it's different, but for people that are doing new content, I don't know. I'm just I watch a lot of videos about how to make what's going to be big in 2023. And it's going to be YouTube shorts and high quality videos. So in your niche. So I'm going to try to do something different.
Maybe I'll try high quality too. That sounds interesting.
Do it like a variety show. Like you have to test out a bunch of things. You know what would work for you, Chrissy, I bet, is man on the street videos. I think for your YouTube short, that could be really funny.
Okay.
Like asking people funny questions on the street. I don't know.
Yes, I'm very down.
Very Alex Stein.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God, nobody can be Alex, but yeah,
No.
I can. And I
All
hate
right,
confidence,
guys.
but I'll try.
I gotta roll.
Love you,
Love
Ari.
ya.
Thanks for
Bye.
jumping on.
Bye.
Love you, long
Good
time.
to see you, love bug.
Love bug. Russell Hall, does the world's oldest woman still have teeth? Actually, wouldn't that be great if she didn't?
She had what? Oh, teeth.
The world's oldest woman.
I'm guessing
Probably not. I'm guessing she can remove them. She probably has dentures. That's one thing I really want to make sure I maintain my teeth. Like that's why I floss every night, brush every night. Sometimes in the morning
That's
too.
the only. I have nightmares about like my teeth fell out or I
that's a control
smashed
thing.
my
That's a control
face
thing.
and like
most of my teeth.
I'll have these dreams where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm pulling them right out like so easily. I'm like, no.
They're falling out of my head. Why?
Yeah.
They say those are stress dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't have dreams. I only have nightmares for sure.
I feel you.
If I remember, if I remember a dream, it's not a dream. It's a plane is crashing and I'm flying the plane, or my mom's flying the plane, or
like the plane
I'm
is
on a
crashing
plane. Yeah, or my teeth are falling out.
Oh, look at the female pilot, right? Is anyone surprised? Like,
You have no idea. I have this reoccurring, like somebody in my family is flying this plane and it crashes every time.
Hold on. I'm looking this up on dreammoods.com.
I know the teeth one. The teeth one means that you're lying. That's what's scared. I'm like, what?
No, I've heard that the teeth falling out one means that things are out of your control. So wait, what the dream that you had, Keanu? You're driving the plane. So maybe I'll say plane.
Or or that I'm standing on the runway waiting for, and my mom ended up having to fly the plane. And I'm waiting on the runway.
That you are a pilot indicates that you are in complete control of your destination in life. You are confident and self-assured in your decisions and accomplishments.
But the plane never lands. What if the plane crashes?
All right, let's put that up again. Plane
Probably means the opposite then.
Placenta? No, plane. To see a plane in your dream may be a pun on someone or something that is plane. That doesn't sound like it. Let's see airplane. Okay, here's where we get into it.
It's got to be airplane. Yeah.
Plane crash. Should I look at plane crash?
Plane crash. It would be that. Yeah.
Okay, let's read the airplane part. To see or dream that you are on an airplane indicates that you will overcome your obstacles and rise to a new level of prominence and status. You may experience a higher consciousness, newfound freedom, and greater awareness. Perhaps you need to gain a better perspective or wider view on something. If the airplane is taking off, then it suggests that an idea or plan is about to take off and be put into action. It may also represent your need to get away and escape from your daily life. Dreaming that the airplane sits on the runway and never takes off refers to a real life project or idea that has failed to get off the ground. You are having difficulties getting started on a project. To dream that you are flying the airplane suggests that you are in complete control of your destination in life. You are confident and self-assured in your decisions and accomplishments.
Go down 3. To dream that a plane
crashes suggests that you have set overly high and unrealistic goals for yourself. Your goals and are impossible to realize. You are in danger of having it come crashing down. Alternatively, your lack of confidence, self-defeating attitude, and self-doubt toward the goals you have set for yourself is represented by the crashing airplane. You do not believe in your ability to attain those goals. Loss of power and uncertainty in achieving your goals are also signified. Damn.
See.
Let's go.
I haven't
crash.
set that high of goals for myself, but like just like getting up and like not eating just Skittles every day. My plane crashes. So,
do we have any other dreams to look up? The teeth one.
The teeth one, I've heard like it's connected to that. Like you're lying. You're like
tampon. If you see a tampon in a dream, that signifies aggression. You are experiencing some tension that needs to be released.
Of course, they would say that about an only female thing.
The dream may also be analogous to the phallus. Let's go to teeth. Tapeworm. If you dream about a tapeworm, it forewarns poor health. You think? All right, let's go to teeth. Teeth. Everyone has a teeth dream. To dream that you have rotting or decaying teeth implies that you have said something that you shouldn't have. You may have uttered some false or foul words, and those words are coming back to haunt you. To dream that your teeth is sparkling or gleaming, no one has those dreams. To dream of brushing your teeth, no. To dream that your teeth have fallen
I always dream I've knocked them out or they're falling out.
Yeah, and you try to refit them back into your mouth signifies a lack of self-confidence and embarrassment. You are afraid that others will know of your shortcomings. If you acted calmly in your dream, then it may point to how it can make the best of any situation. You are able to rise above uncomfortable circumstances. Wow. If you have dreams that your teeth are growing all over the inside of your mouth, ew. Like all over your mouth, like inside your tongue and stuff, you are defensive about something and maybe overly aggressive about it. If your dream your teeth is broken or your teeth have been knocked out, it means you have misspoken about some matter. It refers to the consequences of your words. To dream that you are pulling your teeth out of your mouth, I've had that dream, and it hurts. Refers to something you do not want to do. If you dream about pulling your teeth out your mouth, it does not hurt. It means that a situation was not as difficult or tedious as you had initially assumed. Wow. Isn't this fascinating?
It is fascinating. And I've looked it up. I heard that like knocking your teeth out or like teeth dreams mean you're lying. I'm like, am I lying to myself? Like, who am I? And it's never really me driving the plane that crashes. It's me. I'm so nervous about my parents or my life for some reason.
Okay. Do you feel like you have self-confidence issues in anywhere? In any area?
I have zero self-confidence. None. People always think like, oh, I'm like, no, I'm a goofball. But I use that as charm. I embrace it. You know what I mean?
I think that comedians lose confidence because we're very good at ideas and starting, and sometimes it's hard to execute, or sometimes it's hard to like keep it up or stay consistent or like finish the job. You know, like comedians are very good starters, creative people in general, very good starters, but not the best at like staying consistent. You know, the sort of homework part of it. So it's like if that goes on for too long, it'll give you lower self-confidence and you'll think, oh, I suck, I can't do anything. When really, you're very creative, you're capable of a lot. It's just all about holding yourself accountable and making sure like you're staying regular and like setting deadlines for yourself and keeping them. Because if you make promises to yourself that you don't keep, like for me, like when I set my alarm, all right, 7:30, I'm gonna work out. And if I every day blow off that alarm, I'm literally like, I'm breaking a promise I make to myself every day. And over time, it's like you don't even trust yourself. It's like you're having this conversation with yourself, like, no, you're full of shit. You're not gonna get up and work out. Like you're gonna sleep in because you're a lazy fuck. And then over time, it's like you are participating and lowering your own confidence, which is why it's amazing and great that you're starting your own podcast thing. I think that's going to
but it takes me, because I always, it's less of when I commit to something, I really commit to it. That's why it's so heartbreaking to have like me and Alan not be like on the same page with like the weekend sex or whatever. Although willing to do that as well, but like I need consistency. I thrive on consistency. And I'm not, when I say like I'm not confident, I think I'm funny because I'm like, why would anybody even give a fuck about this like goofy idiot? So I think that makes me more funny than like me being like, yeah, I'm a badass bitch, whatever. Like, but I need a routine. I need consistency. I need like seriousness for me to do something, you know?
So what day of the week could you regularly or what 2 days of the week?
I'm just trying to think like, what do I want it to be? I'm thinking just like,
are you talking about your ex?
No, like her,
no, Alan is my ex podcast host, but we still want to bring it back. He's just going through, he's still my best friend. He is one of my best friends ever.
Right? But he has not been consistent since I've known him for years. Consistent is not something he does.
No.
And inconsistency will kill you in this game. So
it drove me nuts. And it's like, thank you for all you've done for me.
Talented, best person, but if you can't stay consistent, like everyone's gonna forget about you. It doesn't matter.
And that's me. I need consistency. He's like, we need to do this and this and this. I said, we can't trust our listeners to listen to us unless they know something's coming out at this time, even if it's every 2 fucking weeks. That would be better. Like, and
no,
he never listens to me. Like, you know.
Minimum.
Right. I love Alan. And but he has a lot of trouble staying consistent, and that's what I need.
Yeah.
I have to have that. So
it's been years.
Me on my own, I can do that easily, but I don't know exactly what it's going to be.
Get your shit together and you stay consistent on your thing, it might inspire him to step it up. But like you're done. Like we've seen what he can do, and now you're ready to try something on your own.
Right, exactly.
Why don't you do an open invitation? That's what my friend does. We've been friends a few years, and now he's engaged to another friend of mine. So he started another like season of his podcast, and he has co-hosts. Right, he had to replace a few because people were inconsistent. And he asked me, and I was like, "Well, I don't know if I can commit to every week because like sometimes I'm busy, I have my own thing, I have to do some tasks, etc." And he was like, okay, well, just join when you can. I'll send you the invite every week and you can join. So you could do that, like an open invite.
That's sort of what I felt like. That's sort of what I felt like. So
whenever, yeah.
So Alan can come and join whenever he wants to, but I call it the same thing? Because it was his podcast. He put me on.
Start your own thing. Start your own podcast. You call it like the Keanu Thompson show or Bonely.
I'm just going to call it like Keanu Cast. Featuring the boneliest Bonely fan of all time.
I like that. You don't need
something like that.
What did you describe yourself as earlier? Silly and goofy? You call it the silly goofy cast?
Keep your name in it. And now her internet's gone. This is a sign. Poor Keanu.
Her camera's being silly and goofy.
Her camera's like goofy time. Her camera has low self-esteem. Cameron's like, no, I'm just gonna take you right out of this. Harry Channel in 2013, the Arizona man left his 74-year-old mom's body to science. It ended up being Army to tested roadside explosives. Mom was beyond caring, but the son was into. What the fuck is this? Thank you, but what a crazy story.
The mom was beyond caring. Yeah, because she was dead.
Yeah. Dan Healing, when I die, I want my remains to be scattered around Disneyland, but I don't want to be cremated. That's great. That's funny. Just throw my ashes into Gaston's face. Steve, thanks for the super chat. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Keanu. Anna with the 2 N's. Ari and Brittany. I love the stream. Also, if you're wondering, my mute is off. JK, keep up the great work. Alan Reese. Anna is turning men gay and into ladyboys due to her Jack show question. Anna, why now? I have to pick up the ladyboy. Help. What is he talking about?
So I asked the ultimate question on the Jack show, which is, okay, imagine, I gotta get a photo. Got photos for you. It doesn't work on women because, I mean, us banging a ladyboy, that's still a biological guy, right? Let me find her. Okay, so the question is, would you rather bang as a man? Would you rather have sex with a ladyboy or the world's smallest woman? Now, just to put it into perspective, this is
Lila.
She's take in mind, she is 29 years old.
Oh my God.
No, wait. No.
So here's the thing. She is a biological woman. She is married. This is her and her husband.
No, this
Oh
is
my
not a
God.
This is doll sized.
She is doll sized. This is her in a 2-liter soda. So would you, as a man, you have to pick one. Would you rather have sex with a ladyboy, a biological man, or the world's smallest lady who is a biological?
A lot of people are going to go for the small lady because you can kind of do whatever you want. There's something probably kinky and fun about this small little lady. You know, you can spin her around. But that is so small.
I didn't know.
Is she a primordial dwarf?
But so, yeah, this is like the Kobayashi Maru question. I see why people hate you. Hey, okay, so the reason why this question came up is because we were teasing our one friend, Captain Chokeout, because he let slip on the previous Jack show. He said his ladyboy because he used to live in Thailand.
Oh.
And so we were teasing him, and then
wait. Chokeout's been with a ladyboy?
It's a long story, and he denies.
Just say yes or no. Just say yes. It sounds like yes, though.
That's what we were all getting at. But so then I posed the question. Because they were teasing me because I like midgets, but I said I didn't want to sleep with them. I just look at how little right
you
here.
like having them around. I'm the
It's
same.
so cool. Like, how often do you see a person that's this little? It's exciting, right?
Not often. It is exciting.
So they were giving me shit, and then I said, "All right, would you rather fuck a ladyboy or the world's smallest lady?"
Like you, but with plastic surgery. The woman in that picture, like their face, but like a fucked up version of your face.
Who? This woman?
Looks like you with like a lot of work done.
Well, looks nothing like me.
Okay. I said you with a lot of work done.
Well, nothing like me.
Okay. This is a tiny woman. What does she weigh? 18
I don't know.
pounds?
She's only 25 inches tall.
Oh my God. She's literally the same size as Pete Davidson's dick.
Is it a primordial dwarf?
I think so. I don't know what.
Yeah, there's these tiny. I saw one TLC.
Some of you guys are saying no, that you would not get with this woman.
Okay, but would you you have to pick one, a lady boy, like a super hot lady boy, like if you saw her on the street, you would think that she was a woman, but then you find out
Blair White.
She's a chick with a dick from Thailand. Or would you rather bang this chick? Who
a lady boy?
9 years
If
old.
somebody picked
Probably Blair White. But I like dudes.
Okay.
It's not a fair question for women because obviously we'll all pick the person with the dick. But for men, this is a
okay. Hold on, let's reverse the question, ladies. Let's say that there was a man this size, like the man that was the size of a doll, like this small lady here. Would you have sex with a small man doll, like a small man? I I'd have a hard time. I mean, if someone's life was on the line and it was like this person you care about will die, or you have to have sex with this tiny man, I'd be like, I would take one for the team. But on my own, as a single lady, it would be hard.
Okay, it's not a fair question because you wouldn't do either. However, I wouldn't probably go with the primordial dwarf. No, I'm
Well,
sorry.
this is a question for the guys.
Now we need someone to flip out because of that.
I would
like
see
you're
it as
transphobic.
community. I would definitely see it as community service. I would not enjoy it at all. I was
You
like a
wouldn't enjoy
make-a-wish.
either, but it's like fuck, marry, kill. You don't want to maybe fuck, marry, or kill any of them, but you have to, and it's an unfair question. Obviously,
Who pays
you
for
don't
the
want to
date?
fuck the little Snickers bar of a woman, okay?
Some people
it
do
makes
though.
zero sense. She's as big as my hairspray bottle. Like, it just seems wrong.
She's
so.
Look at her compared to. Oh dang it! My internet's freezing. 1 second. Okay, look at her
Apologize for
compared to a
cutting
fire
out my
hydrant.
laptop died, but
Oh my god, this is so funny because Lila says she's as tall as an LA parking meter, and this woman's literally posing next to a fire hydrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I want to see
Lila
Lila
is
cage
different.
match fight this woman. I would pay for that.
Lila has like it's completely different.
Lila's is a giant compared to this woman.
She's good and right. Not that they're
It's a talking doll.
Whatever,
I can't believe
right.
she doesn't have a pull string hanging out of her back. Like, I just can't believe this is real.
It is. She was on American Horror Story.
I think
She
I've
is.
mentioned this before.
Look it up. See if she's a primordial dwarf. They're like palm size.
What is the primordial
people.
aspect of it?
Make it sound like it's an animal at a zoo.
Yes,
So,
primordial-
like, let's go
primordial
feed the primordial dwarfs.
No,
Dwarf.
the primordial dwarfs, they're literally
Somebody please look it up on my
proportionate. They're
laptop's
just
coming back up.
smaller.
But I just saw this documentary about primordial dwarves, and they're just like teeny tiny people like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll
I'm
look
not
them
saying
up.
anything wrong with that. But no, it's a ridiculous question to ask. Like, would you rather fuck that or a?
Well, that's the Jack show. We ask a lot of fucked up questions.
I have one like that.
No. It's a great question. But see,
But look at how little.
I told you.
Stay
I
that
told
little.
you.
Look at.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. See, but that's different than.
Well, but the thing is, primordial dwarves, they have different like faces. They all
I
have.
recognize this one. I feel like I've seen this one before. Was she
That's
on like
one.
Maury or like a talk show?
Right. Okay, good. I'm glad they
It must be
put her
hard to
on
live
Maury.
with one. You know, you have to like walk around accidentally not step on your cats. Like same
Oh my-
concept.
Yeah, they
You don't
probably get
accidentally
on your
kick
foot.
her in the face. You know, get a tooth stuck in your shoe.
That's
Yeah, I feel like it was dangerous, like with that scroll there. Okay,
Also,
we got it.
anyways, my guy friends were giving me shit because I was like, I think that they're so adorable, and it's cool when you see them because it's so rare. And then I was like, all right, guys, would you rather fuck a lady boy or the world's smallest woman? And now they all hate me because that's the.
Oh, I have another one for
It's
them
an
to hate
impossible
you.
question.
I have a second question for you to ask to make them hate you, Anna. Ask them how much money it would take for them to suck a guy's dick. It's a litmus test because
What does Sean say? What does Sean say?
Sean,
Yeah,
he says no amount of money. He like
that's the right answer.
They all
that's
say-
what Frank would say.
What?
And then I'd be
like
like,
no
well, what
amount
if
of
Frank
money.
was
They just
you?
suck a dick. So the thing is, like,
I've
the
done it
reason
for
it's a
free,
litmus test
anytime.
is because, okay, so here's how you know if someone's gay, okay? So first, before I say this, I want everyone in chat to tell us what amount of money would you realistically, like, nobody would know about it, but you would suck
Everyone's
a
got
guy's
a
dick
price.
and you would do it for money, okay? You have to put a
So
price.
cheap. I do it for free.
Yes,
And-
it's called being a woman.
I know.
We do all the time.
So now that everyone is typing their answers, enter them in
Oh,
chat.
everyone's saying no. Oh, tough guy. Oh, no.
So the answer you don't want is if they answer something like, "Oh, I'd suck a dick if nobody knew about it for like $1 million." They're gay. they're gay. They're in the closet because you said because they think it's like, oh, what's the number that sounds really high? Oh, but like I would kind of be okay doing it $1 million. So if they say $1 million or anything under that, 100% they're in the closet.
So it has to be more than $1 million.
Yeah, it has to be like way more than $1 million. Or the correct answer is honestly just to say no amount of money. That's the straight answer. But if they say $1 million or less, it's very suspect.
And I said bad.
8 billion.
I'm seeing a variety of prices here.
$50, $6.
Whatever you donate in the super chat is the amount that you would do.
I like this answer. Enough to retire. That's a reasonable answer. Honestly, 500.
See? Thank you for being honest.
Okay, we have another actual question. Okay, to flip this, Buck Angel or Hasbula. So I didn't know who Hasbula was, but let me pull up a picture of Buck Angel real quick, or AKA Tranpa. Tranpa is a biological woman who transitioned to male. Also amazing, like great attitude, anti, child trans movement, anti-grooming, very based.
He's always
very
on
cool.
Blair's show.
Like literally the coolest dude. And I will say dude because, well, he can pass. Or this is Hasbula. Looks like a little boy.
What?
I'm gonna go with Buck Angel.
Oh, this dude is hilarious on Instagram, though. Have you seen him?
Does he have age, this little guy?
I think so. I think he's an old man, but I've seen this
says,
on
"Oh,
Instagram
does he have
smoking cigar."
Sean just messaged me and he corrected me. He said, "That's not what I said. I said I would kill my whole family before sucking a guy's dick." That is what he said. I forgot.
Okay, well, that is.
Sean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, calm down. It won't get to that.
I forgot.
So let's check out Hasbula.
Come to that, all right?
Yeah, very tough. Hasbula is a Russian internet celebrity who's famous for his prank and spoof videos on MMA. He has millions of followers on TikTok. He's 3'4", 18 kilograms. What is that in pounds? He's only 18. Yikes, but he looks like a little boy.
Yeah,
But
if you're sexually attracted to that, I have news for you.
He looks like a Cabbage Patch doll. He's so little. He's born to Muslim parents. He has one sister. Look how cute he is.
He looks like
I would like to babysit him. I would not.
like Mini Me? He looks like Mini Me.
Yeah, but Mini Me like aged.
Yeah, if Mini Me was like a suicide, you know what I mean? Like if Mini Me was like, I'm going to go to the United States and do what needs to be done. If Mini Me was ticking, yeah, that would be this little boy here. He has dwarfism. He wants to be an MMA fighter. That's hilarious.
Who's he gonna fight?
Other small people, kids. I don't know.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
Oh wow, he's so small. He doesn't look Muslim, to be honest.
No, he doesn't.
I thought he was Jewish with the hat.
Controversy. He made threats to a woman.
Shocking.
Oh, because she posted a video of his sister.
Oh, okay.
I will not leave this girl alive until she apologizes to the whole of Instagram because she filmed a video of my sister and posted, "Oh, he's being a big brother." I mean, he's not. He's a little brother. Oh, he has a pet cat. The cat is bigger than him. Wow. That's a rough break right there.
It's like very cartoonish.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm not looking at a real person.
No. Poor kiddo.
Oh, look, he's got a dimple.
Yeah, that helps.
It's just rare.
Anna, would you rather ride the world's smallest man who looks like Adam Driver with Ethan Ralph's body and cock, or have a taste of Gates McFadden?
Russell, I'll die first.
Anna's not. If there's one thing I know about Anna, she's not a desperate woman.
Yeah, no.
She's not a
Doesn't have to be.
blow you for a Greek salad kind of gal.
I don't eat salads, so
yeah, exactly.
Very skinny.
Standards
All right,
and
I'm gonna try and
scruples.
come back on my laptop now.
I knew that last week. I knew that last week that when I ate a salad that I had hit rock bottom. I'm like, this is not me. Because I think salads are for fat people. So like when I was eating that, I was like, this is a bad sign. This means I feel like
over
dog
salad.
shit.
I used to eat salads
if I'm
all the
eating a
time.
salad.
And now I just eat mostly like meat and eggs. And I'm
Whoa.
probably less than when I ate salads.
I only eat eggs and cake.
That's good. Magnum Norse, y'all are queens, so you hopefully haven't had to do much dirt, much love. Oh, Magnum Norse, if you only knew me in my 20s. Jay Schwalbach, wow, thanks for the hundo. Real men would want to protect a child. This person would represent a child in any man's eyes, but my man parts would look massive in her hand. This is it right there. It's because your dick would look big in her little tiny hand. I have no answer. Help. Yeah.
Well, it's either you're having sex with a biological woman or a biological man. Take your pick.
Right. I think he wants the situation where his dick looks the biggest.
But at the same
Where-
time,
how did we get
here? Okay, but at the same time, though, if a guy was like, okay, I'm 100% straight and I'm having sex with someone who looks like a woman but has a penis, like, do you also believe them? That's the hard part, because it's like, in the first question, if they choose the biological male, it's like, okay, that's gay. But then the second one, it's like, oh, wait, you're fucking someone that looks like a woman that has a dick? Well, that's also gay. So it's like,
Right.
It's tough.
It's a hard question.
And where in during this process do you learn about the dick?
Oh, you know, going into it.
You know right away? Okay. Because that's why these NBA players get so upset, because they don't know until it's too late. Russell Hall, that was a cute pic of a young John Mallon with a cat. Aw, Venti, we missed you last weekend. We did a Sailor Moon photo shoot.
Yeah, I saw. I had such FOMO. I really wish I could have joined you
Aw.
guys.
I wonder if we can like edit you into our photo, if that's possible. Did you take any solos?
Yeah, no, Brittany took a bunch of solos, so I think I can edit everyone in together. The only thing is Brittany had different lighting than we did. Because we had the pink and the blue, and Brittany had green.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But we can't mix it all together?
I mean, it's going to look different, but I can figure it out.
Even it looks crazy. I think it'd be a cool image.
You would have had fun, Brittany. We all missed you.
Oh, we missed you so much. The whole time we were talking about you. We're like, Brittany. And the whole time I was like, I'm Chibi. It was so cute. She was like, I love this. She's like, I want to walk around a convention. She's like, I understand why people do this now.
Yeah,
was
she'd be good at
loving
it.
She
We
was
could always do it
loving
at like Anime Matsuri or something.
Anime Matsuri. Yeah.
It's far enough away to plan.
Fun. It's so fun.
We need another like group cosplay that we can do too.
Yeah, what other group cosplays are there other than the Power Rangers? Because I don't want to have my head covered.
Yeah, like a cosplay that's not too annoying to put on and you can survive in a convention with it and not die of discomfort.
What about Pokemon?
You want to be
Which one?
Sexy Pokemon.
I have I'm going to do an anime calendar eventually, and I already have like a Pikachu one, and I found the best shoes for it. I like freaked out when I found them because my favorite color is yellow, and they're like neon yellow shoes. And you know when it's the straps on it are like the gel straps, and they're the neon yellow, and I'm like, it works so well. It's just gonna be on my feet.
I would like to do a creative like Pokemon, or maybe like a sexy Jinx.
Superheroes. Those ones are really easy because there's a million female superheroes. You just pick one.
That's true. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out more variation.
Jinx is like Jinx is black, obviously, but maybe I could be
Jinx, that's from Arcane. I don't know.
Ooh. Chrissy is Jean Grey, Anna is Psylocke, Brittany is Rogue.
Think they missed my Rogue cosplay mofo.
Yeah. Duh. Are you not getting
That's
it?
what I was thinking.
You're missing it. Brittany can be Storm. She's the only black one.
Yes, of course.
But Brittany doesn't like wearing wigs, which I totally get because managing.
I had such a crazy headache and it came on really fast and strong. And like all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I'm miserable.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on your head.
Yeah, I'm really sensitive, and also like fitting this in there is really hard because it looks shorter than what it is, obviously because I have very curly hair, but it goes below my waist, so it's just a lot of hair to fit under these small Chinese wigs. Like even on like hats that come from like generic factories where it's the default size, they're always too small for my head. So like imagine that in wig form and then like fitting all of this in a wig. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, I just had Lila and Chrissy braid their hair and then put them in the caps and stuff, which worked out because Lila and Chrissy have really long hair.
I French braided. That's my one skill. I can French braid pretty good. That's my one mom skill.
You're lucky. I wish I could wear like braids. It's not really conducive for curly hair because you're basically just ruining your hair and now you have to go shower because you like separating it.
Yeah, you're basically ruining the curls.
Brittany, have you ever had your hair braided?
Do I have what?
Have you ever had your hair braided? Like
cornrows?
dreadlocks?
No.
Like Jamaican holiday? Like
no, my mom didn't let me. When I was a kid, I wanted to be bougie. You know how you were the bougie kid if you came back with braids? I wanted to do that. My mom said no.
Me too. Except we never went on vacations like that ever with my family. We went to literally Lake George and then the town pool, and that was it. And then like, or like we went to
right back
Disney World once or twice, and that was it. We were not like about taking trips. My parents were like, we have 3 kids, and my mom didn't even go to work till I was in 1st grade.
And she still didn't take you on vacations?
We didn't really. We went to Lake George a couple summers with like another family, and we went to Disney World like twice. Once when I was young, and then once when I was 14. And I could feel at 14 years old like, oh, I'm too old for this. But I was like, yay, it's fun to be here.
I feel like living in the city, it's just a fishbowl. So if you're a kid growing up in Brooklyn, you literally don't go anywhere unless you're rich. You don't get to go on vacations.
Similar, I think, in Long Island, at least where I was from, because we were not rich at all. We were like low or middle for a while till my dad like got a Teamster job, and that's the only reason why they could afford to send us to college. Because my dad was a landscaper, like that's what was kind of neat about the boomer generation. Like they made like no money, but they still just like had kids with wild abandon. They were like, fuck it, we'll figure it out. Whereas like this generation were like so scared because like we don't make enough money and we let that hold us back. Chrissy, tell your dad I said what's up. 500 bro Jays. Thanks, Valley Law. Russell Hall. Pikachu's most iconic feature is his tail. True. Pika. What's up, Jay Shawasselbach? Thanks for the 51. Anna, I'm from Merced. You know, we go to Modesto to escape incest and bestiality. What the fuck? Is that in California?
Yeah, Merced is a town that's kind of close to where I went to high school. I've been to Merced plenty of times. It's a hellhole.
I went to a science fair today for Frank's kid. And there was a girl, it was like a middle school and high school. There was a girl dressed in like a white mini dress and like strappy white high heel shoes. And I was like, whose father is letting this girl like walk out the house? And mind you, this was like at 8:30 in the morning. We all had to get there. And I was like, who the fuck is letting this girl out the house in this outfit? I'm like, where is this girl's mom? And I could tell I didn't really see a mom around, and I was like, okay, the dad is probably thinking like, oh, I don't want to touch that, I don't want to go near that, I don't want to tell her what she can and can't wear, I don't even want to talk about that. But I just felt bad, and I was making jokes like, what if her science experiment was like her just walking around, and she had a tally of like how many like grown men were checking her out.
What if it wasn't a girl? What if it was a boy?
It was, I mean, no, it was definitely, I mean, God, yeah, who knows, right? I just was like, oh man. And I'm like, because it's not that you're old and a prude. It's like you just get this feeling that you want to protect these kids. And it's like, you have your whole life to dress like that. Like, there's no need to dress like that. Certainly not at a science fair. You have to focus on the science.
Do kids still have to do those dumb science projects where they have the fold up cardboard?
Yes, that's what they all had. They all had the fold up cardboard display things, and they got like very little space to do it.
I did that. I did a rocket with cupcakes.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, one kid's science project was about like if the life straw actually worked or not. That's the straw that you can like basically like stick it in a river and sip. And apparently it does really work. So word on the street. Word on the street.
What are you eating, Anna?
I'm not eating anything. I'm opening boxes.
Oh, okay. Anna, what would you do if you had my allergies? I'm kind of curious because I was thinking about that.
I would die.
Sometimes I like mentally can't deal with it. Like sometimes like I actually do just start crying because I can't eat anything I want to eat. And so it makes me develop a really bad relationship with food. And so, because I always have to be scared, like after I eat something, oh God, did it have citric acid in it? Because basically every sauce has that in it, which is from corn. So like sometimes I'll just like be really upset before I have to eat food. So I'm wondering, like, since you like a lot of like chips and like everything you eat pretty much has corn in it, I'm wondering like how you would handle that. Like, would you cook your own food?
I would just die probably.
Okay, but the options are you either get hives and like possibly go into shock, meaning like you could die, or you have to eat food that doesn't have corn in it. So no junk food at all, like no candy.
That's all I eat.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was in that situation, my parents would have learned about that when I was a kid, and they would have just said, all right, well, you either have to eat this or you don't eat. So I would have probably slowly and painfully over the decades grown an immunity or just died.
Not necessarily. I didn't get these allergies until 17.
I didn't get I didn't get my shrimp allergy till 2006. I got a late shrimp allergy. We're talking about allergies, Keanu. Magnum North says, as a man who understands being a man, we mostly just do stuff that earns money or time. Everything else can go elsewhere. I always like real men in the chat.
Hell yeah.
Keanu, do you have any allergies?
No, all I eat is Skittles and French fries. So I have no.
So you're like
Anna.
Yeah, Keanu, what would you do if you had my allergies ended? Let's say you're allergic to corn.
Oh, it's a corn allergy, right?
Corn?
Yeah, so like you can't eat anything with cornstarch, corn syrup, citric acid. So no sauces at all, no candy at all.
I would start an OnlyFans called anti-porn starch, something like that. I would do something like that. But no, you can't eat anything with with any sort of corn products at all. That's everything, right?
Yeah, I basically can't. I have to home cook everything.
Oh,
so
wait,
like, what would you do? Would you just develop? Here are your options. You could die, right? That's one option, right?
No, we wouldn't do that. That is not an option.
Right? Or you can like develop an eating disorder, right? You could just not eat.
I've had one of those too.
So you have to always cook your own food, develop an eating disorder where you only eat periodically, right, to minimize it. Or you
when it says so if you have, I mean, yeah, corn is in everything, isn't it?
I know.
It's a byproduct and everything.
Yeah, literally.
Then yeah, if you don't want to die, then I guess I would be, with my anxiety, I wouldn't fucking eat anything that I didn't make if that were the case. However,
Did you guys hear about what's going to happen to Funko Pops?
What's that?
They're gonna be
They're going to be thrown into the trash. $30 million
Where they
worth of
belong.
Funko Pops. Do you guys have any Funko Pops?
I actually
What is
think
that?
I might have one
I have some.
somewhere.
Are you kidding me? You don't have Funko
I don't
Pops?
know. I don't actually think I do. I have a different one. I have. Ooh, almost knocked us over.
Funko Pop
I
toys
have
will be
a Funko
thrown in the
Pop.
trash.
Tom gave me this. It's Invader Lum.
This is a
From
Funko.
Amazon.
I have a Poison Ivy, and I have this like Effie trinket. These are like
Those are cool.
they're top heavy, obviously, but these don't count. These are like literally like Among Us toys. But they never have the ones that I actually like. So I would take a Baby Yoda. Does this count as a Funko Pop? No, this is a bobblehead. It's a Baby Yoda bobblehead. 30 million of Funko Pops are gonna be thrown in the trash.
Why?
It's pretty crazy. Funko said in its fourth quarter earnings report that a combination of waning demand for the toys and a surplus of inventory is creating financial trouble for the company. Last year, they had to rent excess warehouse space just to hold the buildup of Funko figures, which range from Baby Yoda to Eddie Van Halen. Funko was holding on to about $246.4 million worth of dolls at the end of 2022. That's 48% more than what they had on hand just a year before. Damn. The company intends to eliminate a bit of that nearly $250 million inventory in the first half of 2023 to reduce fulfillment costs by managing inventory levels to align with the operating capacity of our distribution center. This is expected to result in a write down of the first half of 2023 of approximately 30 to 36 million. In short, the product they're storing is now worth less than the cost of keeping it on hand. So they're dumping at least $30 million worth of it.
So actually, wait, are they just like giant? They're like the action figures of like everything that you could like.
Yes,
with
literally
big heads.
everything. They make
my
Funkos of
mom.
everything.
My mom has God, I can't remember the show. My brother got them for her. Let me think of it. But she has them sitting on her windowsill. I know exactly what this is. I just never thought to get them because I don't know if they have like Kardashian Funko Pops or whatever. But now I understand. What's the problem with them though? There's just too many.
Too many, and they're too many, and they're not worth it. They made too many, and they're not going fast enough.
They're the modern Beanie Babies.
They are worse than Beanie Babies. Yeah,
I know. I don't know what happened to my Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies at least
had
can
all of
stand
them.
up. And the Funko stock has fallen. Just everything's bad. So I guess they're gonna dump it into the ocean, which is upsetting because a lot of people are saying, "Well, you should just give them to hospitals, give them to fucking gay, sick, cancer kids."
If I had cancer, I'd probably be like, "Get this shit out of my face." What are you talking about? Don't give this to me.
But some of the Funko Pops, like we went to an Alamo Draft House a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy just like selling Funko Pops on a table outside the movie theater. Well, in the movie theater, but outside the room, and they were just stacked really high. And I'm looking through them. I wanted to find one I liked so badly. I really was trying, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna buy a Funko Pop of like, red Catwoman. Like they just make random ones that make no sense.
Oh, that was the Valentine's Day one, and I was looking for it.
Oh,
the Star Wars Valentine's Day ones because they're all like red and white and pink, and they look so cute with all my decorations.
Yeah. Okay, I completely pulled that out of my ass. I
Outlander.
was just thinking of an example of like they make random characters and random colors and like
I just everything.
Yeah. Funko is doing what Atari did with ET landfill.
Oh
man.
yeah, I heard about that story. Someone told me about that when I went to the video game museum because they had that game there, the ET game, and apparently it was so bad that they just filled a landfill with it. I thought it was bullshit, but it's funny.
Does somebody have something playing in the background?
It's not me, I don't think.
It is.
You heard something weird?
I just muted her and it went away.
No, it stopped. It sounded like there was like, I don't know, like a Alexa talking.
What happens?
Right there.
Alexa! Now you've woke up my Alexa.
Alexa.
Ew, how do you guys have Alexa? I don't trust her.
I like Alexa.
Listens to everything I say. I know.
I don't
Alexa.
like that.
Very boring.
This is fun to do. Want to see?
Not after seeing
Look,
Megan. I don't trust it.
Alexa, who is Chrissie Mayr?
Chrissie worked as a special educator for 12 years prior to raising her family.
Alexa,
What?
that's not right.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say about me?
What that bitch
Alexa.
say?
Okay, listen, this is a fun
Unplug
game.
her.
What did she say? Did she mention January 6th? Because if not, she don't know me.
Alexa, who is Chrissie Mayr? Comedian. Hey, Alexa.
She's got
Who
nothing
is
to say.
Chrissie Mayr, the comedian?
That's the appropriate response.
Designs.com. She is a clean comedian who has performed in churches, event venues, and corporate training events.
Okay.
Really funny.
Hey,
This is the
Alexa.
opposite.
Who is Brittany Venti?
Brittany Venti was born on September 21st, 1997. She is a producer and actress.
No.
Okay.
Zero tolerance.
Alexa, you're not
That's not
saying it
right.
right. Okay, no.
The time is 12:01 a.m.
I did not ask you that. Listen, what are you? You're useless.
I don't think she
Alexa.
knows.
She really is. She's not. She has funny things to say about. Wait, this is funny. Alexa, who is Gino Bisconti, the comedian?
From livingoredead.com. He was an Italian-Argentine actor, singer, and comedian.
She has literally said different things every single time. She has
She's
no
just
idea.
pulling-
So
she's
don't
pulling
worry
things
about
out of
her.
her ass.
She does.
I think at this rate, I'm going to start looking at Chat GPT. She totally got Brittany's birthday wrong. She didn't know shit.
Man.
She thought she.
Yeah, I'm like,
completely wrong.
I'm 38 years old this past February 31st.
Yeah.
Alexa.
Okay.
Please don't listen to us anymore.
I love this story because this is in my backyard. Westchester Country Club is a playground for wealthy sex pests, says top squash coach.
And your device won't process any sound.
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna just fucking turn her off. I apologize. She didn't know what she did.
Okay. One of the nation's top female squash coaches filed a lawsuit against an exclusive Westchester County country club, a country club, Thursday, alleging that prominent members slept with prostitutes, embedded employees, and may have even drugged and raped a female worker. Squash guru Natalie Granger claims she was fired from her six-figure job, 6 figures, at the Westchester Country Club in Rye after she raised concerns about the bawdy behavior, according to her federal retaliation lawsuit. Granger, 45, I love the word bawdy, was hired as the club's squash director in 2018, and in August of that year learned that an employee who worked under her, one of her direct reports, was sleeping with a prominent member, the suit states. Ooh. Because of the relationship, the employee was separated from the club, which boasts 2 championship golf courses, a beach club on the Long Island Sound, and requires a $170,000 initiation fee. Damn. Who can afford this shit? Well, why would you spend it on that? In 2021, Granger learned that a different prominent club member was allegedly sleeping with another of the employees. Wow. Okay, a lot of legal things to read through that I don't have time for or interest in. The employee's performance at work began to deteriorate because of the relationship, and Granger feared there was a growing problem of sexual harassment at the club. In or about October 2021, Granger became especially concerned about sexual harassment at the club when she discovered a trail of text messages among male club members discussing a, quote, lineup of women they had apparently picked out for this evening's fun, the state states.
Wow.
Seems like somebody's getting
Is that one of the
swat.
women right there? My goodness.
Yeah. She's all right, I guess. Not this woman in the back with the hunchback.
In shape.
Yeah, not Helga back here. Wow. Okay, the text exchange, which was sent to employee 2 by member 1, included pictures of 3 provocatively dressed women who appeared to be sex workers, the suit states. In 2020, the employee's sister called Granger in the early morning and said that she was worried that her sibling had been drugged out with a club member who had boasted about the lineup of women. Granger subsequently learned that member 1 paid employee 2, and member 1, I'm waiting for them to mention Mambo number 5 any minute now. Not for squash, the suit states. The suit goes on. Granger also learned that another female employee 3, complained that she was sexually assaulted by another male club member.
I mean, one woman's sexual assault is another woman's compliment. Am I right, ladies? Granger
Absolutely.
raised concerns about the allegations with several officials of the club, including a board member. I'm trying to keep all this straight. She does look upset here. Okay. I wouldn't pick this dress, but sure. Days after she was fired, Granger learned from the board member's wife that the employee who was allegedly drugged out with a member said she was raped by him. Okay, that's not good. The suit describes Granger as one of the most decorated squash players in the world, a 3-time U.S. champion. Okay, I don't think anybody cares about squash. She coached the U.S. national team. So it sounds like the Westchester Country Club is just a hotbed of squash sex.
How many people on earth must play squash? Is that is it like a British word for something else?
Mm-hmm.
So is it that hard to be that good at it? It's just probably not what I should have heard in that. I'm just wondering. I don't know. These seem like country club problems to me.
Yeah, these are country club problems. Like, if you have money to join a country club, then you have money to be a sex pest. You know, if you can afford it, go for it.
We're a part of the Rock Hill Country Club, and let me tell you, we did not.
That article was going to be a lot more interesting. But yeah, you just read it and then your eyes glaze over and you go, this is country club problems right here.
Yeah, and then that horrible curtain of a dress. I don't.
No,
I don't know what else to
you have
say.
Money. Show me you have style, okay? That don't mean you got style. Okay, let's go to this final article about this Japanese exchange student. She's living in New York City and she reveals that the biggest culture shocks that she faced since moving to the U.S. From constant small talk and love of hugging to enormous portions. Venti knows she's lived in New York City. She's opened up about the immense culture shock. Let's see. She's 21. Her name's Yumeki Yume Mori. Left her home in Asia to study in Manhattan 6 months ago. Ugh, why? She was stunned at how dissimilar her new life in America was. She began documenting her story on TikTok. Oh, let's go to TikTok. Okay. Where she should detail all the things that made the two places contrasting. According to Yumika, one of the first things she noticed was how much more friendly and social Americans were to another. Yeah, because we're better. In Japan, we barely hug, and I never questioned it when I was living there. Yeah, because you guys are all racist.
Nobody ever hugged you.
Asians are racist AF. Let's see what else. Okay, everyone's friendly. She explained that small talk isn't a thing in Japan, so after relocating to the States, she had to get used to having conversations with strangers. In one TikTok video, the student showcased her first American flight and said she was so nervous about having to talk to someone. You don't have to talk to the person next to you on the flight. No, we're friends. I love English because we talk to anyone in any age the same way. For me, it's crazy I can be friends with people who are older than me quite easily. When I speak English, it's definitely not the same when speaking in Japanese. There's very little hugging in Japan. We barely hug. We don't love you long time.
I see she's grown accustomed to the big portion sizes.
Nah.
You poor thing. You can't eat anywhere. This is horrible. That's the worst thing to be allergic to. In America, especially.
Oh my God. My life is so hard. I have to hug people and have small talk. Oh my God. Yeah, because it's fucking better here than Japan.
No, because there's a bunch of fucking dudes trying to bone you and make small talk with you and then hug you.
True.
You don't have to hug them. For the love of God, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't hug them.
Are they friendly or do they just have an Asian fetish and they want to bone you?
It's absolutely just something is amiss. She's like, I keep having to hug strangers. And where did she move? New York?
He was thinking about it the whole time. We were on the couch and like
Yeah,
I asked
very
him,
Asian.
like, what's with you? He was like, I've been like focusing on myself. He was like, I am insecure about the past relationship, so I don't want to have anything super serious. Like, and this dating app that we met on, that had like settings that you can put what you are looking for. And we both put that we were looking for a relationship. That's how we met and how we matched. So
Sounds
I
like you're
felt
playing hard to get.
so disrespected and I
Welcome
got
to New
lied.
York,
'Cause,
baby.
Like, he could have put, I
Sounds
don't
like
know,
he
or
was
something,
hugging
but
her
I
on his
blocked him.
couch, and she was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hang on."
He's just like, we hug in the United
decided to
States.
use him as a transportation system since he had a
I'm
car.
not
a bitch like
I
this, but
hate
this time I was
TikTok.
pissed.
So I started texting him again. So we hung out like twice.
This is just called dating. Like, people aren't honest. People are not direct. You're an Asian young chick. You're gonna do just fine. I don't even want to finish reading this article. I'm over it. I'm over her. That's a non-issue.
Over her first world problems.
I'm over you first world problems. Oh, I'm cute Asian girl in America. Oh, I get so much attention. Fuck out of here.
Say "Love Me" a long time again.
I'm just surprised she's getting hugged in New York. Like, who is she hugging?
Weird,
Right? She would always want to fucking hug you. It's weird. It's
Not
bizarre.
like, yeah.
Oh, konnichiwa. Or, whatever.
Konnichiwa.
Whatever. Yeah. Ni hao.
Hey, Guaylo. I don't know.
No, she's adorable. It's like, and the men are, she's on dating apps before she probably should be.
Mm-hmm.
Granted that she just came from a foreign country and they're trying to take advantage of her because dudes have a weird Asian fetish. They do.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't deserve that. She's just confused by the whole thing.
Hello.
Because, you know.
Hello. That's what I say to my dog. To go, hello.
Like, so what you like? I mean, I love ramen.
Nothing's on the bed.
I love ramen. Oh my god! Like, I order ramen
You know what
on
is
Seamless
a
all
really
the time.
good ramen spot in gosh, it's like First, Second, or Third Ave. It's near Pink's. This bar
That's
Pink's
not-
in New York City. There's a really good ramen spot over there. Maybe when I'm off keto one day I'll go back. But
are you doing keto?
Hell yeah! Through
How's
the wedding. It's like, I mean, I'm not supposed to be drinking. I think I'm gonna have to stop drinking like maybe soon. I want to really crank it up and get snatched.
You are snatched.
For your
All of
wedding.
you.
For my wedding, I have to get snatched.
You know, do you know what color theme you're doing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like torn. I'm torn. I
Have
wanna
you
say
shown
I'm
your
torn.
dress yet?
Have I what?
Have you shown her your dress yet?
Have I? I could send
Yeah.
you a picture of Venti.
It's so pretty.
Don't send it
It's
anywhere. Not like
perfect.
anybody's
Oh
trying
my
to do that. And everyone's like, "You're gonna put your dress on, and you're gonna cry." I did not cry, but I definitely felt like,
I think
"Oh
on
my
the
God." Yeah.
on you'll
I was
cry.
like, "Ooh, okay." Like I felt
It's
like that.
perfect. It's
I
absolutely
turned
perfect.
black. I was like, "Okay, look at you, girl."
Have you ever watched Say Yes to the Dress?
I love that show, and marriage is a very scary thought to me. But that show, and it's so horrifyingly bad. She
Well,
said yes to the dress, and then the moms are like, "Well, we like this one." And the girl's like, "It don't fit me, Mama." She's like, "Well, you know, I felt a feeling about it." And then
Yeah.
the people
Did
are
you
just like,
see the one where the woman bought the $24,000 dress?
Why?
Well,
Why
she
would
was
you do
old.
that?
Like she was at least like, I don't know.
She terminally ill? And that's
No,
all she had
it's
left
like
in her
this
account?
is my dream wedding, and this is what I've wanted, and I'm finally met the right. I think she had been like married and divorced, but you could tell she was wealthy. But
Okay.
she's like,
She
no,
had
this
coin.
is the dress, and I want to wear this dress on my wedding. And I was like, all right, do your thing. If you can afford it, do it. I guess.
That's so
"Did you ever
much.
see 4 Weddings?" We should do an
No.
episode of 4 Weddings. It'll be funny. It's where they get one obviously like completely poor couple, one affluent couple, and then 2 maybe middle class, and then each person, they're all strangers, they all go to each other's weddings,
and they
and
rate.
then there's a rating system, and it's
so bad.
awful. And if it's still on, I'd be shocked.
I
But
would be pissed if somebody was coming to my wedding and grading it. You know?
But then the person that
I agree.
wins gets a
About the
free
wedding.
honeymoon. So
Okay,
I
from Hunter,
wouldn't
I'm
have a
sure
wedding.
you don't want to get on Chrissy's bad side, but no matter the angle, Chrissy has no bad side. Oh my god, thank you,
Hell
Hunter.
That's what I always say. Like, it's not about being ugly. It's more like, how many bad angles do you have? It's like, you're not
True.
ugly. You just have a lot of bad angles.
Everyone has a bad angle.
Is Lila.
You know what doesn't? Yes, I was just about to say that she took no bad photos.
So mad. I was going through the photos and I was like, oh, she looks perfect. She looks
Yeah, I
perfect.
know.
Not actually mad, but like amazed. I'm amazed. Like she has her look, her signature like smile, and like all her poses down. Like she nailed it. She's so great. She's so fun. She's like
Adorable.
I know I sent some of the, because hers were super easy to find the best ones for. So I sent it to Dylan and I'm like, add magic here and sparkles here. And I'm like, I'm so excited. He's almost done with yours, Brittany. And I'm so excited to see him.
Yay.
Yay. I'm
I'm
excited.
excited to see your guys's too.
I was very tired for the photo shoot and I had a headache from the wig and the wig
You
cap,
did
but
good.
I tried. I really tried to bring it.
I
and,
just
like,
wish we had more time. Like
I
that's
tried to memorize the poses. I tried to like remember things that she did, and so
you did good. You did really good.
I gave it a college try.
Keanu, if you're ever in California, do a Sailor Moon shoot.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about, but if any of you have bad angles, I'd be shocked. It's just ridiculous to even say. But
Join my OnlyFans.
what did y'all do?
We did a Sailor Moon photo shoot. So
I did see this, Chrissy. Oh my god, yes!
I haven't even posted the photos from it yet.
I saw you in a little bit of a Sailor Moon outfit, which that's very cool.
my like evil plan is to slowly get everyone from SimpCast to be Sailor Moon. Oh my god.
Aren't there 5 of them? That's awesome. And oh my god, that's gonna be so dope.
It's that time, girls. Oh my god. Hopefully nobody watching is prone to seizures. If you are, kindly shut off your monitors at this time. Because it's time for the SimpCast Club exit. I don't know what to say. This was fun, girls. I missed you all. And I hope you finished your calendars. You're working hard over there. I'm enjoying the tape sounds. Tell the good people what's coming up for you this week and where they can find you.
I am hosting Jack Show this week, so be there Thursday night at, I don't remember, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then, of course, I have Flashcast on Saturdays. I hosted Flashcast last night. You guys can go check that out on my channel if you want to see the replay. And then SimpCast on Sundays. And I will be back making videos soon. I just got a lot of stuff to package first. So yeah, thank you. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all the places. Just look up that Star Wars Girl and find me.
Brittany Venti is still locked out of her account on Twitter. Free Brittany Venti. I hope you get it back. But in the meantime, follow Brittany on Instagram at Brittany Venti and Saturday Supermodel. And what else is coming up for you, Venti?
Let's see. I just released a video on Lolicon and explaining what that is. It's basically men who are attracted to prepubescent looking girls who sound and act like that. And I put a lot of work into that video and I feel like it came out pretty good. So I think you guys should check it out because it's a ongoing issue that's gaining popularity. So I think we should bring awareness to it. And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow on YouTube under Brittany Venti.
Nice. Keanu Thompson.
Oh, I love you, Chrissy. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Follow me on OnlyFans. Follow my Instagram and Twitter at Keanu C. Thompson. That's where you'll find all my comedy shows. And I'm going to be at, I will be at Scranton Comedy Club featuring 4 Ray Gibbs this Saturday. the 11th
And
of
March
March.
23rd. March 23rd at Bridgeport with
And
me.
March 23rd, I'll be there with her. And then, yeah, you just follow Keanu C. Thompson to find all my stuff, you know.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's it. That was all. That's all I had to say.
This was
March
great.
23rd. I'll be there with Chrissy.
March 23rd, Bridgeport. Me, Canoe, and some of her merch. I laughed so hard. Last time we did a show together, I was selling some of my shirts for merch, and she's like, "Take a picture of me with my merch." I turn around, it's literally her in front of the soup drive. Like has these cans.
It was
that are,
a
like,
canned
literally
drive.
piled. It was a canned good drive, and she's like, "Here's my merch." And it's like cans of beans, and I laughed so hard.
I think I'm funny, right? I'm like, here, would you like to buy some of my wares? Right. It was just cans of tomato
Canned
soup.
good merch.
Yeah.
There's no topping that. Thank you to everybody in
best.
the chat. You guys are the great. We simp for you. Don't get upset about the name SimpCast because we all simp for you, the viewer. For tickets to one of my comedy shows, go to ChrissieMayr.com. I'm gonna be, kind of all over the country this year as much as I can.
Hell
And
yeah.
get your shirts at FlagrantTriggers.com. Get your Nightmare Hot Sauce at SilkCityHotSauce.com. Yeah, I have a new P.O. box, guys. P.O. Box 884, Chappaqua, New York 10514. Send me your printed out dick pics there. No, don't.
Hell yeah.
I
Send them
can't
to
control
us.
what you send me. This is fun, guys. Thanks for watching SimpCast. We will see you next Sunday. Watch.
Say goodbye
Wet
to them.
Spot. Watch Wet Spot tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Cecil. And got some more interviews lined up for the rest of this week. And thanks for watching.